Morning. Guess whose stream deck is working and I can just do this all day long. It's the best. It's the best. I'm going to break it. It's the best. She got it back. I'm so fucking reliant on that stupid thing. Man, I can't even tell you. So reliant. Good fucking morning. Hold on, I need to turn the light up. It's a little dark in here. It's a little dark. And God said, let there be light. It is cloudy and rainy and cold today. It's wonderful. Yeah, the OBS update really, I really want to tell you guys about my morning. I had a very tumultuous computer morning, aside from everything. Like, I got cramps, got my period. That's great. I'm not pregnant, which not possible, but, you know, still exciting. I wake up and I turn on my PC, and I shit you not, my non-gaming PC, the one that I haven't been having problems with, doesn't recognize both monitors and only has one monitor on and has it in 800 by 600 resolution and is stuck. All I fucking did was turn it off. That's it. And I wake up to hell. Why? Nobody knows. I restarted my PC 6 times. Just like, what the fuck happened? Checked all the plugs, checked all my monitor plugs. Everything was fine. Why? Why? So what I do, turn my PC off, go buy weed, come back, and it's fixed.
Why does God choose me to fuck with? Why today? It's me. I break things.
Just existing breaks electronics. I swear to fuck, it's just me. It's just me! I have surge protection. I have 2 UPSs. I have everything you can possibly think of to protect my PCs. Like, I'm overprotected. I have, like, power strips on UPSs to protect everything because our power goes out so often. It's mind-numbing. It goes out constantly. Oh, they're connected fine, Myron. Don't treat me like I'm a fucking child! I know how to plug shit in. Not today, Satan.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
It's better now. Don't know why, but it is. So I'm just going to be happy about it. I'm just going to accept it. I have to turn my fan on. I need air. Give me the air. Bobalicious!
Not today, Satan!
Thank you for stepping in the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings for 28 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. How the fuck are you? Dude, computer shit, Troph, drives me more nuts than anything in the world. It's just because I'm not doing anything wrong. I know I'm not. I'm not an idiot. I've been doing this for 8 years. I know how to work a fucking PC. Like, I don't have power strips plugged into power strips, plugged into other power strips. You know, all the dumb things that you're probably like, what's that dumb vagina on the internet doing? Not those fucking things! Maybe other dumb vagina things, but not that one. None of it makes sense. None of it. Thank you, Genova, for the biddies. Fuck, and thank you for the reset. Wait, there's shit happening. I raged and missed it. Stop it. Elbow just gifted a sub to plug it in. God damn it, El. You troll, bitch! Oh, man. I get it. I have a magic monitor that connects and disconnects on a whim, and then one that's on a television. That's exactly what these do. It's like a ghost monitor. These 2 monitors, and they're nice, newish monitors. Like, I don't have decrepit shit. I've gone through the replacing. It's just like, it's me. It's Windows magic. It is. It's Windows magic. Windows taunts me all the time. That being said, while all that was going on, I was able to get my fucking stream deck to work, so I can do this all day. Look at the magic. Look at it. Look at the magic. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, though. Look at it, though. Look at it. We're happy. It's fine. We're just so fucking happy I have my stream deck back. You have no idea. how infuriating it is to reach for the Stream Deck and realize it doesn't work. And it's just like, quality of life shit, let me tell you. I'm going to freak out. It's fine. I'm clutching my coffee like a life wrap, but the roommate volunteered to go get breakfast burritos. Oh my God, what? Oh, fuck yes. Oh my God, what kind of breakfast burrito do you get? Tell me all about it. I can live vicariously. I never eat this early, so I won't get hungry, but I will think about it and dream about it. Thank you, Elle, for the gift. You silly fuck. I appreciate you. And Mickey just oh my God. No! Mickey, why? Is this what today is going to be? Just like torture Katie? Thank you for gifting a sub to turn it on and off. Again and again and again and again and again. Thank you, you ass. I started doing adding Alexa-powered smart plugs. I have monitor lights that I turn on by saying, Alexa, turn the visor. Oh, I don't have an Alexa. I don't like AI. It freaks me out. I don't have any AI that I speak to in my house. I don't even talk to my phone. It's weird. I paid a lady to stab my ear yesterday. Wait, Lady Emma, why did you pay a lady to stab your ear? I'm very curious. Oh my God, Mark, no. I'm not mad at any of you. It's okay. I'm just pissy in general over the computer. No, it's just me. It's me. It's because I know nothing's wrong. That's the part that drives me crazy. Like, if it was an easy fix, I wouldn't go crazy about it. But it's the fact that nothing's been touched, nothing has happened, nothing is different or altered in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't work. Like, that's the part that I'm just like, I take such good care of my PC, my dudes. Like, I am such a fucking psycho about this thing. And it still acts like a dick. Subs were, God damn it, Kendo. Thank you for gifting 5 subs in the channel to 5 lucky butt wizards who can now go forth and not suffer ads and have awesome emotes and all the fun shit. Security Man, My Mouse Move, KM1709, Curious Crustacean, Vile, and Kaiser III. Please go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Welcome to Lego Weekends with Katie. Or The Rage, or whatever. I mean, stabbed in the ear is better than stabbed in the rear, and generally cheaper. Probably much cheaper. This is, Glut's got a fucking fact on that one. I missed some biddies. Oh my God, Lizzie, thank you for letting me know. Who did the biddies? Fuck. Thank you for the biddies. I missed them and I don't see them. Did they not pop up in my chat? I'm so sorry. If anyone gifted me biddies, thank you from the bottom of my void and pit. I didn't see them and I so apologize. Vile just gifted a sub to the blue screen of death. Not today! Not today. Not today. No. Not today. No. No. Not today. We have new weed, which means good day. Not today. No. But thank you, but no. Alexa, take yourself out. Oh my God, I would be so mean to an AI in my house. Really mean. Our local Filiberto's makes a hell of a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito. Oh, yum. Like a foot-long sub and a burrito. Shut up. How many eggs are in that? Yum. Wait, did I murder Zeke? Some of us need to know. I did not murder Zeke. He's alive. I think he hasn't been sleeping. I don't know. He always stays up like way past when I go to sleep. But the past couple of nights, I like wake up, at like 4 a.m. just to turn over, and he's still awake. So I think he's just he's not able to go to sleep or something like that. I don't know. He woke up to his alarm this morning and literally said, fuck it, and went right back to sleep. So I don't want to bug him. I'm afraid he's like really tired. Young at heart, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Skynet. God damn it. Is this happening? Fucking Christ. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to Skynet, you silly fuck. And Elbel just gifted a sub to New Weed. Wait, that's a username? Shut up. I got New Weed. That's kind of fantastic. Thank you for gifting a sub to New Weed. Najeel just gifted 5 subs in the chat. Fucking Christ. I am not keeping up. Thank you for your never-ending generosity and kindness to the channel and gifting 5 subs to 5 lucky butt wizards so they don't have to suffer ads or any of that bullshit. Thank you. Ty B, Sky Tutu Woo, Pixie Horror Gaming, Red Wing Drake, and Lance's World. You're all butt wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Period. End of story. We know this. Thank you. And make sure to refresh so you don't have to suffer ads. Thank you. Sales just gifted us sub to the tech demon.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
This is my day. This is my day. The fucking tech demon. Why the demons? The demons? Katie can't speak. Thank you for gifting a sub to Tech Demon. They're already here. They're fucking with me all the time. It's happening. Wait, there's an amazing... Okay, so Glut. So I'm not even kidding you. Glut says there's an amazing TikTok I want to share, but it has music. So, I swear to God, if I wasn't running late this morning, I was going to try to go in and turn off clips and VODs and everything today and just say, let's listen to music on weekends while we do Lego, because I really want to, but I couldn't find it in time. Like, I was already rushing because, you know, no weed and computer being weird. So I didn't do it. But I am totally open to turning off there is no recorded proof of me streaming on the weekends to listen to music while we do Lego. Like, I'm into it. I can't stand this. I miss, like, just driving to the weed store and getting to listen to my own music in my car made me want to cry. I almost started crying because I was like, oh my God, I really want to share this song with Stream. And I fucking can't. I can't share music with my friends. And that is a broken fucking system. But I don't know where the button is to turn it off. I tried. I just couldn't find it quickly. So I was like, fuck it. We'll just go live. But, like, I'm down to turn it off. It's not like we're clipping me making, like, fucking Legos. It's not like I'm doing anything. You know, I'm fucking making Legos. I don't think we need clips on the weekends and VODs. I mean, if we want them, I know a lot of people do watch the VODs. Like, I actually get messages from people who watch VODs. And that's the only thing that really breaks me. But fuck. That's I really want to listen to music. I crave it. Oh my God. Mickey, you gifted a sub to Update Drivers. How did I miss that one? It's not even in my list. There must be something wrong going on because it's not in my list of anything. Thank you very much for gifting a tier to Update Drivers. So updating the drivers is what did the monitor thing. Not even kidding you. I updated my drivers and suddenly my computer only saw one monitor and got it stuck on 800 by 600 resolution. So I had to rewind and go back to the previous and say fuck all the updates. So if y'all get some fun little driver updates in the next 24 hours, I wouldn't click them if I were you. That's just me, though. But fuck. So supposedly the new OBS was adding audio channels that were separate. Oh, so they're trying to help us get around audio? Really? Well, there's a Spotify. Apparently there's a Spotify app where you can listen to what I'm listening to if you, like, join my Spotify thing. But I kind of, like, bowed out of it after the Spotify Joe Rogan thing. I still use Spotify because I can't find an alternative that's better. That exists, though. The burrito's an inch longer than a Monster can. What the fuck? Oh, you're going to go into the most delicious coma ever. Do other platforms let you stream music? Since there's not exclusively terms or contracts anymore. No, nobody. You can't play music that you don't own anywhere. Unless, and this is just like, I don't even know if it's like, if it's foolproof or however you would put it. But like, what am I trying to say? Theoretically, they're going to start like shutting streams down live that have music going. So even, this is just what I've heard though. I don't know. This is the scary part. Twitch is really terrible at communication. Nobody knows anything. But if I turn off VODs and clips, there's no proof. There's no recording of my face with copyrighted music in existence. And that theoretically should keep us safe and keep us from being dinged. But they keep like threatening that they're going to come through and do live takedowns of channels listening to copyrighted music and stuff. So I just don't know. It makes me, I'm nervous. There's no clear answer as to what we can do. Like, I'll turn them off to listen to music and listen to some cool clips with you guys. I really miss those days. And to just do them on the weekends, like, fuck it. I think that'd be fine. How do I connect the Spotify thing? It's not connected on my channel, so I have no idea. Rogan just annoys me. Me too. I don't update BIOS firmware or drivers unless something breaks. I usually wait. Like, I usually wait a couple weeks, and if no one complains, then I do it. And no one complained about these ones, so I did it, and it fucked me. Oh, it's in the creator dashboard. Oh, it's under settings and stream. Interesting. I still have all my settings open because I was digging for it hard. Blah, blah. Always publish VODs. Store past broadcasts. That's what I would have to turn off today. Turn off all store broadcasts and turn off clips in order, like, to theoretically be safe. And that's Like, do you guys know any streamers that do that and are just totally fine? Good morning, Taco. How are you? Could you put your VODs on your website? So I would have to download the VODs to my own personal computer every day and then do that. And 8 hours of content every day. That's so much. I have no idea what those files would be. I don't know if my computer could handle that. They're huge. Just a little hungover today because I was excited to find some delicious Japanese vodka. Ooh, how is Japanese vodka different? Because the law was written back when Napster was still new. Yeah. Literally, all these laws are because of Napster. So people can get to them and they won't fuck your entire professional career, right? Yeah. That's what I would love to do. I mean, and that's theoretically what VODs are for. I know a streamer who generally uses normal music and has no issues, at least from what I know. And do they do the, like, blocking? They just turn off VODs and clips and stuff? Like 6 to 7G a broadcast? Probably. I don't know because so OBS, like, what OBS delivers to you guys is like 1080, right? But what it's recording might be higher quality than that. I'm not 100% sure anymore. I haven't done that in a long time. I used to download all my VODs back in the day. Way back in the day, I downloaded all of them. It was a bad time. It's just made with rice instead of potatoes. Does it taste different, though? I'm just curious. Like, vodka in general doesn't have a taste, right? In theory, you need a license to live broadcast. I don't know if they figured out how to enforce that. Yeah. It's weird. It's just like, there's no yes or no. It's just like, you might get your career shattered. Nobody knows. I'm going to go over my new weed while we decide. I have it up. I can totally turn it all off. I just don't, if it's not safe, I don't want to do it. There's a streamer I watch that uses something called virtual audio cables to route things in OBS so his music doesn't end up in clips and VODs. I don't really know. I've heard of that. I've heard of people doing that, and I don't know how to do it either. Yes, Amazon servers, they're a joke, considering what Amazon is. Like, fucking Christ. Get your house together, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I use high res, so it might be even more. I don't know. Almost like sake. Ooh, do you drink it warm? What do you guys think? Do we say fuck it and play music and turn them off? Do you think we're safe? I don't know. I don't have an opinion either way. I mean, I have an opinion. I just don't know. Holy shit. What in the... What did I buy? I got some new weed and I have no... What the fuck? It's like super safe. All right. I've never gotten weed like that before. Let's look. What is that? Is that pre-rolls? Huh. It's just so ridiculous. It's not, I'm trying to see. It's 7 grams. So it's only 2/8 in this. What? This is so heavy. This is like a rock. I've never gotten weed in a fucking Ziploc bag like this before. This is kind of weird. I'm kind of excited. I don't, ASMR anyone? Do you like it? I'm sorry, that was weird. New weed. I had to go pick it up this morning and I apologize. My weed store doesn't, oh my God, this is the, oh no. Oh, they have weird safety shit. No! Look at this. So you have to push this guy forward and then pinch. Come on, I'm an adult. Why do they do this? I fucking hate, I want to get it. I know I can just cut into this, guys. But the first time I get a new safety package, like, it's like a joke. I have to beat it. Because they're apparently, you know, this is supposed to be child-proof. But unfortunately, they make them very much adult-proof. What in the fuck sin is this? This is fucking ridiculous. Ow, it hurts my fingies. Should I just cut it? Why? Why do they do this? It's literally, my fingers are numb. I can't tell if I'm pressing it down on it anymore. I'm just going to cut it open. I hate this. Why do they do this? So here, this is why I ask. Like, I know a lot of people are like, guys, Katie, don't be stupid. You need to keep weed out of the hands of kids. Are kids incapable of this? At what grade do we learn scissors? What the fuck was the point of that thing? You know what I'm saying? It's false sense of security, my dudes. No one's keeping a child out of this if anyone knows how to use a pair of fucking rusty scissors on their desk. My God. Kindergarten, right? Fuck it. That is... I'm gonna beat that stupid thing someday. I'm keeping this, but my fingers are numb from trying to push on it. That is so stupid. What is this? I hate... It's gone now. Fuck that thing. How long will it take me to open it? A second, because I have scissors. So apparently they just put everything... So this is super weird. This is what I'm guessing. So I got 2 different items from a brand called 710 Labs. And they put it in a special bag together. So... I don't mean to be such a hippie, but this is an excessive amount of packaging for an 1/8 of weed. Am I wrong in that? Like, this is just garbage. This is all plastic. For an 1/8. That's it. This is 3.5. Yeah. We're getting into where makeup was going. If anybody's a fan of makeup, and if you're not, let me enlighten you. For a while there, you would get a lipstick that would come in something this big. A box this big, but there'd be a lipstick in it this big, and it was just like over the top asinine packaging. It'd be like velvet lined with jewels encrusted, like fucking Swarovski crystals in your packaging. The shit you throw away. They were doing that for a while, and a lot of influencers on the internet started going after makeup companies for this and like rejecting what do they call it when they just send you free shit? Rejecting promo packages, because literally you would get a box this big that would have a lipstick, and it's just, this is a landfill, my dudes. This is a landfill. This is a landfill. This is a landfill. I get you want me to feel special about my weed, but this is a landfill. I'll save these. These are glass. I'll save the jars and I'll reuse them, but this is all just landfill. I hate to be such a hippie about it, but it really irks me, and you're my friends, so I'm gonna tell you when shit irks me, and that was unnecessary garbage. And it's not reusable. Like, I'm not fucking reusing a child-safe Ziploc bag that says 710 Labs on it. What the fuck? That's not happening. You should see what Critical Role just put their new makeup in. Oh my God, is it something excessive and stupid? Well, here's the thing. Critical Role isn't in the makeup industry. They're probably, what happens is, I can't remember the word for it, but these companies will mass produce makeup, and then they'll bid you, and they'll be like, hey, we'll put your face on our makeup and give you this cut. Are you cool with that? So a lot of companies like Critical Role or otherwise that don't necessarily have anything to do with cosmetics, makeup, or otherwise will do that. And so they don't really have any say, or they're not even asked really what's going on behind the scenes in terms of packaging and shit like that. But I'll tell you right now, beauty YouTubers will not try their shit if it's excessive packaging. They will throw it away. They'll reject it at the door. It's hilarious. I watch so many beauty YouTubers. I've watched them for years. And for the past 10 years, they will quite literally tell the delivery person to send it back. Because it's ridiculous. No, absolutely not. It's just garbage. We're just creating trash. Just trash. Yeah, the teensy plastic baggies. I like these. Like, these are porcelain. Like, you know, glass. These I will reuse. These are nice, but all the plastic, man. And like Malik's. I'm just bitching. It's okay. It's weed day. I get to do this. So this is an 1/8, and this is an 1/8, right? This is an 1/8 that costs $30. This is an 1/8 that costs $14 just because of the brand that grew it. Why this was also $30. How come I'm getting some shitty foily plastic container versus a glass jar? shitty plastic bag that's not reusable versus a legit glass fucking jar. I don't know. I don't understand where the logic is coming from. This is more expensive and you're not. I don't know. Weed company, they're trying to be special. Like, I get it. Weed is kind of a new industry and they're trying to become like, they want to put their mark so people recognize their shit. But all I'm going to think of is 710 Labs really likes landfills. That's a landfill. It's just shitty. I mean, this is like the worst stuff. I don't even know if this will ever break down. Whatever this is. This like, it's that plastic kind of that's lined with like foily stuff that's supposed to be smell proof. This will never break down. I don't know. I'm too much of a hippie for this. If you've ever driven through a landfill or through a dump, you know what I mean when I say try to avoid throwing things in the dump. This shit is fucking wild. Acres and acres and acres of mounds of just trash. Yeah, it's the woman, but also I don't know if it's just women because it's just like, yeah, it's all marketing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just marketing. They're trying to market shit we don't need, you know? And it's like, this is going to get me high just as much as this is going to get me high, just as much as this is going to get me high. But this was $30, this was $20, and this was $14. I can't tell you. I don't have an answer as to why they think they're special. It's just, I think it's honestly, like Myron said, they're just trying to make a mark, but they're going to fucking shoot themselves in the foot by paying for all this garbage packaging. Because I'm not, like, I stopped buying dabs. I don't know if you guys noticed that. A couple, like, 6 or 7 months ago, I completely stopped buying dabs. Like, I just don't buy them anymore just because of the packaging. It's just ridiculous. You get a gram of dab in a plastic pot that they then put in a plastic box that they then put in a plastic bag that they then put a fucking safety plastic thing on. And it's just, I don't want it. I had so many tiny little jars in my house that I was like, I'll reuse them. I swear I will. They're garbage. It's just so much trash. Whereas these, like, I'll reuse these for paint and makeup and whatever. Put lotion in them or something. I try to reuse. That's how I avoid trash. Try to reuse, repurpose. I found a good video explaining the OBS audio splitting. Ooh, hell yes. Thank you. After you set it up, Stream hears everything, but the VOD has the music pulled. That is something I want to do. I will be watching that video. You are a hero. Thank you. That's absolutely what I would love to do. It's not their fault. It's literally government regulation that require them to do this stuff. To do all the packaging, really? I believe you. I mean, if that's real, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, but like, so legitimate question. Like, what do you mean? Because these are all different brands and they're all packaging things 100% differently. Like, this one is a sealed child safety bag. This one, sealed as fuck. Sealed as fuck. This one, all from the same shop. So where are we drawing the line with that? Wow, that's some fucking... Whew, that shit's strong. Holy Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't... It doesn't seem like everybody has to follow those specifications. Because, like, I get it. If everybody had to put all their shit into 10 different bags to keep it safe, sure. But it was only 710 Labs that did the weird plastic bag. Malik's has their own little plastic bag with a safety thing. And then the Medicine Man is, you squeeze it and there's your pot. Like, have you ever had a baby try to grab your hair? I guarantee a toddler could pop this open. Toddlers' hands are immaculately strong. What should I grind up? I gotta grind up weed to smoke with you guys. What should we do? We have, I guess I could tell you the strains, right? I got this one because Viata told me that she got an orange strain recently that was really good. This one's called Orange Cookie Chem, and it is allegedly 27.1% THC, and it's allegedly a sativa, 70-30. I got Malik's Premium Flavor First Small Batch, Slow Cured, Hand Trimmed, Sweet Thang. Oh my god, it looks like a Sweet and Low. I don't know if that'll even show up on the camera, but the Sweet Thang, it looks like a Sweet and Low pack. It's got the little, like, music bar there. That's kind of precious. And this one, oh my god, it has directions on the back how to open it, and it totally looks like a pussy. Anyways. This one is called, oh shit, these are pre-rolls, I think. Did I get pre-rolls? I gotta open it. Yes. So, I never get pre-rolls. You guys know this. I think they're kind of a waste of money. That being said, they had, so do you guys remember a couple weeks ago, I got an amazing strain that I was kind of obsessed with called Gak Smoothie. Literally, G-A-K space, Smoothie. Smoothie. It's kind of hilarious. And it was just such a fucking good strain. It was like the perfect head high euphoria, not getting sleepy, still able to function, but nice and high. Perfect. I mean, I just was obsessed with it. I very much rationed it for the week. And they haven't had it since, but they had pre-rolls that were Gak Smoothie. So I got them. First, open your vagina, then the package. See, like, this is what I mean. So 710 Labs, super sealed. And then you got your, this is, for those of you not in legal countries, this is the best. So most companies these days don't, like, manufacture a crutch for your joint. Or, like, I guess a lot of people don't call them a crutch. I'm old. What do you call them? A filter? It's not a filter, though. It doesn't filter. So that's wrong. It's not a filter. But, sure. We'll go with filter. They don't manufacture filters anymore. They fucking use a noodle. It's not cork. It's a noodle. They quite literally take a dry, spirally noodle and use that as your fucking crutch. Yeah, I mean, I think you can see them better in there. It's just a noodle. I think that's the most clever thing ever. It's perfect because they don't get soggy in your mouth. Like a dry ass, like, you know, crotchety noodle is not going to become wet when you're smoking it, whereas crutches can get like sticky and gross just from your spit. Oh, those smell so good. I don't even know if I'll smoke these as pre-rolls. Honestly, I might break them down and smoke them in my bong. I just really wanted more Gak Smoothie. That was a really, really good strain. It's brilliant, right? I wish I could get it to focus so you guys could actually, you can kind of see it in there. The little noodle spiral. And then a nice fat gram of Gak Smoothie. And I got a lot of them. And then I got, what else did I get? What other strains? Oh yeah, I got Sweet Thing and then this one. This one is the Sweeties. Wow, I went really sweet this time. Not my, it's Fusilli. Oh my god, it's Fusilli Jerry. I'm old. If you don't know that, don't Google it. It's fine. It's called the Sweeties #7. And it's allegedly 25.21% THC. Total CBD is 0.06%. Zero. It's negligible. Yeah, it's just called the Sweeties. What am I doing? The Sweeties, the Fusilli, or the Sweet Thang? There's a lot of sweet. I didn't mean to do that. They didn't have a lot of new strains that were like exciting this time, so I just picked up shit I was kind of familiar with. Gak, yes, literally Sirska Gak. Like, hold on, maybe you can see the label. Yeah, it's literally called Gak Smoothie #5. We looked up the parent strains. It has nothing to do with Gak or smoothies, so no fucking idea why. But Gak Smoothie, it's a great strain, though, I will say. Like, I'm tempted to just light one of these up because it's easy and it's such a good strain. It's really one of my favorites I've tried, honestly. I dig it. The orange one? Ooh, okay. Where is that? That's this one. The orange. This one is Orange Cookie Chem. And it's allegedly 27.1% THC. Let's grind it up and see. We will know. Apparently I had a sweet tooth, yeah. There are some strains I've tried that I kind of avoid. So, I mean, I probably was like, nope, not that one today. Not that one either. Not that one. But who knows? They just didn't have a lot that I hadn't seen before. But if they have Gak Smoothie, or like, they have, like, sometimes they'll do this weird thing where, like, they'll have Lilac Diesel, which you guys know is one of my favorite strains ever. But it will be only in 1 gram containers. I don't know why. You could buy 10 1-gram containers if you want, but they won't have just an 1/8. And so then it's way more expensive, and I don't know why they do that. Sometimes. With all strains, that'll just be that way, so I didn't get it. Oh, fuck. What was the first Sweet Thing? We'll do Sweet Thing next. That's the one I got the most of. I didn't see you said Sweet Thing. My bad. Holy shit, this weed is sticky. I can't even grind it. Jesus. All right. Sure. That's some sticky weed, man. You know when you put it in the grinder and you, like, do the crush and the spin and you just can't do the spin? I did the, like, Ah! I am. Oh, vile, man. When I can't be the only one, right? When like your morning gets thrown off by something stupid, the rest of your day you're just kind of an idiot. It's not just me, right? It can't be. It's terrible. I feel that like just because my computer went haywire, my brain went fuck. And the rest of today is just going to be fuck. Because that's how I started. However I start my day sets the day. It sucks. I wish it didn't. Oh my God. My grinder with the Union flag on it feels really awkward right now. How is like the general tone of the UK right now, Lizzie? Does it feel like people are making a big deal out of the Queen passing, or does it feel like America makes a bigger deal out of it than anyone? Can you hear me if I do this? That was my rendition of The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. The I need a jar opener. Yeah. I've done that. I've literally asked Zach to open shit while he's streaming live before. I'm terrible. I have no hand strength at all. Blueberry Rift is my jam. Oh, I love blueberry. Blueberry anything, but I so rarely see it. I feel like I don't know if weed dispensaries like or grower houses do this on purpose, but I feel like there's certain times of the year when strains will be very prevalent and then certain times of the year they're not. And in the spring, that's when I see those ones a lot, and I don't know why. Yep, blueberry, orange, or diesel. Diesel's real good. I don't see a lot of diesel strains at my dispensary either, which is bizarre. They don't usually have a lot of, like, the strains we know of. Like, the one go-to that they almost always will have is Mac. You know, Mac. Everybody knows Mac. That's, like, the one. Other than that, it's usually pretty bizarre strains I've just never seen before. It's kind of cool. Well, we're still under the yoke of monarchy. Same old, right? That's kind of how I felt it was going to be. I know I'm a dumb, cold American, but I felt very cold when the Queen died. I was just kind of like, should I care? We talked about it yesterday. Chat informed me, no, I don't have to care, so I don't feel as bad. I feel bad that someone lost their grandma. Like, that's sad. But other than that, sour diesel's so fucking good. All right, are we cheersing? I loaded a bowl of the orange, what was it called? Orange cookie Chem. I've had Chem before. Chem's a great strain. Cookie's a great strain. This is going to be good. Let us cheers. I cleaned my bong as best I could this morning in a rush. It's got spots. What are you going to do? Cheers, homies. Please don't be plugged. I taste a little bit of orange. I was looking for it. At the very, very, very end, it was like the most faint little like, oh, you passed an orange. And then it was gone. But it was there. That's a really chill story. I like that. That's very smooth. Brittany! Good fucking morning. I remembered that on your birthday, I did not redeem the story you redeemed, and I owe you stories. Would you like a story today, or would you like whatever? I felt so bad after stream. I was like, I can't believe I completely forgot. Like, I had stories prepared. Just, you know, me. Time gets away from me, and then I don't realize what the fuck I'm doing. I felt so fucking bad, Brittany. I felt so bad. I literally just laid in bed and was like, I can't believe it. I do that every night, though. Every night I lay in bed, and I think to myself, how many conversations today did I start an ADD, like, tangent off of and never answer or finish? It haunts me. I know I do it. I know it's a joke, and I know I do it, but I'm not aware of it until, like, 8 hours later, and then I'm like, oh, my God, what have I done? It's a nightmare being me. You don't do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to be this. Ty-B! You got anuses on your wings this morning? I don't even know. So many people flooded my anus with gifted subs and bits this morning. I was so overwhelmed, I have no idea. But I remember reading your name out loud, and I know you were gifted wings. Yes. Refresh and don't suffer the ads, bitch. Having a king makes it feel like we're about to start calling each other brethren. It is really weird to hear people say "Long live the king." It feels weird to hear that. That is weird. I'm more annoyed at knowing Charlie Boy's ugly mug is going to be on the money soon. Yeah. It was kind of nice to have a lady, some strong lady, smoke red pop. Ooh, what's red pop like? My favorite strain was King Louis Indica, but I haven't had it in years. I've never seen King Louis. I'll have to look for that one. Indica or sativa, like, they don't seem to make a difference for me. Like, I guess, depending on how the weed person decides to describe their strain, it doesn't matter to me anymore. Like, I used to try to stay away from indicas so I didn't get sleepy and stuff, and I started experimenting, and I don't think, just because all the CBD is gone, I don't think there is a difference anymore. I don't know. But how long will it take to get the new old national anthem down? Oh my god, what? I forgot to tell my name last week, and it still haunts me. Don't you hate that? And it always haunts you, like, the moment you're about to go to sleep at night. The worst. Ever. I'm trying to decide which story. I owe Brittany a story, and I had 3 of them prepared. My brain's just slow. Give me a minute. I'll remember them. I had them prepared the other day, and I totally just assholed out like a dick. Dude, Trash Panda, my asshole must be, like, made of steel. Like, beyond, you know, my ulcer. That was what was killing me, man. The hot sauce was the hottest thing I've ever put in my mouth. I'm not going to say that I wasn't affected by Mad Dog. Like, the back of my tongue was moment 1 hot with that hot sauce for at least 20 minutes. That Mad Dog was fucking horrific. But my biggest problem was I fucking have an ulcer that I got in college from, like, chugging a leave. And I did everything you're supposed to do. Like, I took Prilosec and I drank some Pepto and everything to coat my stomach. But unfortunately, Mad Dog was too strong. And, like, I was pacing because of the hotness. And then all of a sudden, I think I was off camera. It felt like someone was stabbing me with a knife in my stomach. And I knew it immediately. I was like, oh, fuck, that's the ulcer. So that's when I started pouring Pepto onto ice and just, like, chugging Pepto-Bismol. It sucks. It's just, like, a fact of my life that it doesn't flare up unless I do something like eat Mad Dog. That was horrific. That was so sweaty hot. But if you've never had it, an ulcer feels like what I've heard, like, people compare it to, is it's similar to Kendo. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies, you silly fuck. What the shit?
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee you'll be able to go as smooth as velvet.
Thank you, crazy fuck. Thank you. From what I've been told, ulcers feel like heartburn, but lower. So if you've ever had heartburn, like where it feels like you're gurgling up acid, it's that, but here, like right at the apex of my ribs, it feels like someone's, like, got a fucking Roman sword and they're twisting it to pull it out. It is the most, and it just comes out of nowhere. Like, if I take too much leave or something, all of a sudden it's just bad, and they don't heal because it's not bacterial. Like, there is this form of ulcer that's caused by a bacterial infection or otherwise. It's not that kind. So it just kind of, like, semi-heals and can totally be torn open again at any time. It's the greatest. But no, I didn't shit fire or anything. Nothing, actually. Probably because of all the Pepto I guzzled. I don't know. I got my boy. My little void boy. I wish my mic wasn't up in his mug. There's my little boy. Hi. What are you doing? Oh, Lil just tried to sneak up on my lap from under the desk, and Trick was like, fuck that. That's my boy. You're like little sharks. What? What? Oh, not the face, not the mouth. You lick your balls with that mouth. He doesn't have balls. He is a good boy. They're both good. They're just shit disturbers. Oh, get her. And it rained. And anytime the weather cools off, they, like, get this bolt of energy. They're like, oh my god, Mom, it's cold outside. Wah! They are German dogs, to be fair. They're my cold weather hunting pups. I'm excited to take them in the woods this winter. It'll be fun. What? If you can do it, you can have it. All right. Is this your show now? Are you gonna talk to the people? Say what's up. Tell them what's up. Say hi. Beautiful. Song. Welcome to the poodle place. My name's Bill. Did the mic just pick up that enormous belch that came out of her? She's a big girl, but she will fit where she wants. That's all you wanted? Oh, God. It is. Oh, banana. It's the weather. I think it's got to be this weather. I don't know what it is, but damn, are they clingy this morning. I had to take them to the pot store with me. Like, they would not have it. They were, like, standing at the door like, absolutely not. I was like, all right, fine. We'll go for a car ride, I suppose. Oh my God, Ty. Are you gonna get a puppy? Are you gonna get a puppy? I love puppies so much. Hi, Bear. How are you? I think she was a kangaroo in her last life and misses the pouch 100%. Yes. I would. So she is so like, she wants to be in you or on you. We make jokes about it all the time. Like the way she tries to like melt into Zach. She doesn't just want to sit on Zach. She wants to dissolve into him. And she like melts on top of him and holds him still. She's so funny. You're a weird girl, huh? She's a weird girl. She wants to wear your skin. Absolutely. She does. I swear. Because, like, even while I'm sleeping, she has to be up against me. And if I move, she'll get up, recircle, you know, like walk in a circle for 15 minutes to find the perfect spot. And when she finally plops, she, like, violently plops her ass into a crook of my body. So whether it's my stomach or the back of my knees or my back. And she's got to be, like, up on me all night. She's very attached. I didn't do this. Look how big her feet are, though. Huge. She got big old teats. I'm showing the world your big peats. Oh, she's gonna hide now. She does give real. I know. Trick is just like, I started this. What the fuck? She looks like a tauntaun, but thinks you're a tauntaun. I think she does. I get a shelter dog every time, usually 3 years old. I mean, that's a puppy. In my eyes, Ty. Sorry, girl, you're so heavy. Oh, so much mud. They're about 70 pounds. They're a little heavy. I think they just need to go outside. There's my. Come here. Come here. No, Bill, don't be a jerk. Trick gets a snuggle, my poor boy. Can't leave him out. I don't think dogs understand fair, but I do. I'm hungover and everything hurts. Boo. Well, after we take a break, I would like to smoke more of this delicious weed, and I have a story to tell, redeem. Nothing recent. I'm just trying to decide on the. Yeah, I think I have a good one. Brittany. It was Brittany's birthday the other day, and I completely forgot to tell the story Brittany redeemed. I owe, but it's funny, and I have not told this story in years. It has nothing to do with a hospital. But it's, to me, I still, like, cry laughing thinking about it sometimes. I need them big enough to have a full-grown bladder, basically. Yeah. To me, like, every time I have dogs, until they're, like, 5, oh, my God. Vile. Mickey, are you here? Is Mickey DK here? Mickey will die. Stop it. Oh, my God, this dog. Vile, what the fuck? Okay, we have to watch this before we go. This is insane. I got these two as puppies. We got these during COVID, like a year into the COVID lockdown, and we tried so hard to adopt a dog. I went to every single shelter that was in Colorado, And they had no dogs because everybody adopted the dogs and then gave them back up again. Bastards. I hate it. It makes me so sad. Or they only had females. And because I had a female dog, a 13-year-old decrepit pug with non-functioning back legs, they wouldn't let me adopt another female dog. They were like, no, there will be aggression in the house. I'm like, do you realize the pug is like, really? So I couldn't adopt. Like, I literally couldn't adopt a dog. So we got these guys as puppies. But I tried to be like as ethical or, responsible about getting purebred puppies as possible. We went through a breeder that they don't mass breed puppies. You contact them and do the interview, and then they breed their dogs once they know enough people are interested in puppies. And they specialize in breeding dogs for what is it called? Like seeing eye dogs and things like that. There's a general term for it. I'm brain farting on the term. For people that need a dog to tell them when to take their meds, or, service dog. Thank you so much. Service dogs. They specialize in breeding for service dogs. And I thought that was, if I'm going to give money to any program that's breeding purebred dogs, at least it's someone that has a good heart and is doing something like that. Like that's a pretty valiant thing to do. And I had no idea that poodles are service dogs. They're actually incredible service dogs. I didn't know. Standard poodles, they're one of the best. You just never see them because everybody wants a golden retriever. Golden retrievers are great, by the way. But yeah, I had no idea. Makes sense. They're smart. I think they're the second smartest dog, theoretically. I don't know how the fuck they judge that, but I think it goes border collie and then poodle. Aw, this is my boy. This little milk chin. You're hid by the mic stand, bud. He's so much more chill. Let me show you this beautiful dog Vile shared. It's just, I will retweet that so everyone can experience that. If you need to keep that for later smiles, that's now on my Twitter forever. That's fucking fantastic. Oh, Australian Shepherds are great. I had one when I was a kid. We had a German Shepherd too. German Shepherd. She was so sweet. Her name was Sheba. She was a failed cop dog. She was too nice. So we got her. She was great. There's more of this dog. Oh my fucking what? Okay, let's take a break first. There are more enormous fluff monsters of joy in the stream of things, but I think my dogs need to go outside. They're being very clingy. You need to go potty. My boy. Such a sweet boy. Oh, you're just the sweetest. Oh, look at my mouth. You lick your balls with that. Good. That's what he's doing. I love it. You look so goofy. They're so dorky. It's literally just goes. Oh, dogs are the best. Are you the best? Are you the best? What? What? They fucking hate that sound. All right. Let's take We will take break. I think I'm looking at the grooming one you're talking about. It says their furry dinosaurs enormous. I have no idea what kind of dog that is. I'm excited for people in chat to know because Jesus. Oh my God, Vile. I had a Burmese. Mountain dog growing up. Her name was Mandy. She was seriously, honestly, one of the best dogs I've ever had in my life. Sweetest, just ball of fur and carpet. All right. Story, cute dogs. Take break first. Not necessarily in that order, but things to do. I'll be back in a few. Every couple of hours, we take a break to run ads, get that shit out of the way. But also, I encourage you to stand up and stretch your legs. Literally, like raising your arms above your head for 30 seconds gives your brain more of a jolt than caffeine or an apple or sex. It's amazing. So, like, just get up and wiggle for a second. Wake up. I'll be back in a few. Welcome back. Sorry, I didn't mean to press that one, but that one makes me laugh every time. Myron! Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving me for 30 fucking months. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Glad I didn't miss that. I would have been upset with myself. I finally made photo magnets of my jellyfish pictures. Oh, dude, you'll have to show me. I'm excited. That's really cool. How did you make them into magnets? Did you, like, order them from somewhere? Oh, dude. Bobalicious. If you've never played Bastion, it is one of the best games I've ever played. It's the first Supergiant game I ever played. I think I played like half of it and immediately went and bought every single game Supergiant had ever made. Like, I bought the pack. I was like, oh, this studio, though. Because all their music's done in-house. It's all phenomenal. Like, it's just this. Another one that I play a lot of the time is Transistor. It's that, like, eerie, like, ethereal humming one I play sometimes. That's another one that's them. Hades, obviously, like, it's in the blood and all that. That's all. It's just, they're incredible. They've really got it packed, man. They just do such a fucking good job. You had them done at CVS? Nice. I've ordered stuff through a website before. I can't remember what it was called now. That was years ago. And they did a pretty good job. You got, like, a pack, you know, of, like, a certain amount of magnets, certain amount of this picture, size, whatever. But I haven't done that forever. My fridge is so stupid. It's like, it's a stainless steel fridge, but the doors aren't magnetized at all. So nothing will stick to the front of my fridge. You can only put magnets on the side of the fridge. So I've kind of like stopped. I used to like collect magnets and shit. It pisses me off. Darren Korb is a god, right, Chronicle? God. Not to be punny, but he is. I just can't. I watched so much like extra footage of him creating the music for Hades and stuff in my spare time just for funsies. Dude, Mark, right? And does yours get covered in fingerprints? Like cleaning it's pointless. Every time I wipe down my fridge, I'm just like, why do I do this? Because you just walk past it and there's a fucking smear handprint down the side. And I'm just like, why? I wash my hands so often, but this fridge is so dirty all the time. It always just looks disgusting because everything shows on it and you can't cover it up with magnets because it's not fucking magnetable. I was so pissed when I got it, set it up, went to move my magnets on it, and they just didn't work. It is really sad. Thankfully, I didn't move in with a lot of magnets, but I remember I like snapped one to the front of it and it just fell and I was like, okay. Because that was kind of like what I would bring home when I traveled. Like I have magnets from like the Globe Theater and stuff. Like none of them. They're all on the side of my fridge, like up against a wall. It's really stupid. Cheers, bitches. Happy Stony Saturday. Since OBS fucked yesterday, but it works today and I'm just like beyond ecstatic. Yep. It's like where you grab the door handle, however, whatever handed you are, there's always that smear of fingers all the time. And then the hand where you shut the door all the time. And I can't prevent it. It just is like, I just wipe it down all the time. Dude, the old theme settings were everything. Also, I went through like a tutorial on how to delete. Like I actually went into the files of OBS and deleted some like code out of it. That was what I had to do to get this to work. This is what I really wanted. My Stream Deck. I am so dependent on that Stream Deck. Like I know exactly where all the scenes are with my fingers, and having to like reach over to this mouse and do this and like look at the OBS and go. Oh my god, it just was like quality of life shit, man. The minute quality of life things that you really miss when they're not there. I don't even remember not having a Stream Deck. What was that like? What did I do? Click things all the time? Sickening. Using a screwdriver to tap down my bowl. Cheers. You know what I do? I do patches now. Or I get a mug. I have one backpack that I have taken everywhere. It's like a nice, backpacker's backpack from REI I bought many, many moons ago. And it's gone to every single foreign country with me ever. So I just started getting patches because I can sew those on. You can't take my magnet away from me then, can you, bitch? But I try not to get cluttered because I live in a very small house for one thing. And I just, if it's a mug, I'll use it. But, it says, Mykonos on it. And I'm like, oh, sick. I remember going to Mykonos. But just, stuff that sits on a countertop, I'm probably going to end up throwing it away or breaking it or something. I don't know. I'm into functional shit. I'm kind of weird that way. I'm not a very good decorator. Right, facts? That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll always use the mugs. They'll always be there. I'll always have them. I'm good. I'm packing another bowl. I have 42 shot glasses from 42 states. Okay, so that's one I haven't done. I don't have anything from all the states I've ever visited. I never thought to do that. I think I started traveling so young. Like, my first flight, I think I was like 5 or 6, maybe. I don't even know if my sister was born yet. God, I don't remember. I don't think so. I just started traveling so young. I don't think I ever thought of it, but that's a really good idea. I should do that. At least the states I lived in. 20 boxes of cups. Yeah, I feel that. Wait, what are you trying to get to work? Shaman Az, what is going on? Like one of these dumb Eiffel Tower lighters I kept on because of a stupid interaction where I was literally held up by this strong dude from a shop accusing me of theft. The fuck? He held you up by the collar? Oh, that's terrifying. I'm sorry that happened. You don't have to give me biddies. I think if you want to tip biddies, I think it's just cheers and then the number with no spaces. I usually click the button in the chat window. I'm terrible at the chat commands. Terrible at it, but I appreciate the thought regardless. When you have company, they read the mug and then tell you Katie. Also, when you have company, they read the mug and you get to tell the story. Always nice to have a chat over some coffee, tea, beverage of choice. Exactly. And it brings back all the memories. Like when I have my cups, like I have those cool wooden mugs too from Ren Fair. It brings back the memory of buying it. Like, I remember the day I bought it. I remember where I was, carrying it around all day, hating that I bought a mug and I had to carry it around all day. Like, but I remember what I did. It brings back cool memories, and it's a useful item. But, like, trinkets and stuff, they'll end up on a dusty shelf, and I'll never touch them or think of them. So I just don't... It doesn't do the same for me. I don't know. That's just me, though. Vile? Thank you for the 420 biddies, you silly fuck, Vile. I appreciate you. Shaman Eyes, thank you so much. Thank you for the 500 biddies. You figured it out. Congratulations. Did it work? Was I right? I'm just curious. I don't know. Was yelling at my other friend to get her teacher because I couldn't talk to the guy who wouldn't listen to me. My teacher came and told him, she was what the fuck? Were you in like a big city? That is fucking scary. Not that would only happen in a big city. That just seems very... aggressive. Outside a cathedral in Paris. Damn, dude, that is fucking creepy. That's like the #1 place I don't want to ever be in trouble or someone like do something like that to me is in another country where I don't speak the language. Holy shit. Scary times, dude. I'm sorry that happened. Once. My favorite Ren Fair purchase is an antique styled map of the UK. Oh, what would be my favorite? My favorite Ren Fair purchase. I mean, other than my mugs. I love my mugs. Probably my, like, utility belts, banana. You know, like, the cool, like, the huge long leather belt that you tie the knot in the loop, but you can get all those cool pouches and stuff to put on them. And I have, like, 4 different awesomely, you know, carved leather. I don't know what what's the term for that when they hand cool designs, pound, is it like pound, do they pound it into the leather? I don't know the name. Oh man, where's our leather daddy when we need him? It's not laser cut because it's Ren Fair. They like do it in front of you. It's leather working, yeah. They do like really cool designs. So I have one that has a really awesome raven sigil on it, and one that has a cool bear sigil, and one that has, I think, a stag on it, and one fits my cell phone, one fits my money, and one is a loop for my mug for beer. But those are like the most useful thing. I take those places, those utility belts. They work so fucking well for travel and shit like that. And I always get compliments on them. People are like, that is so beautiful. Where'd you get it? I'm like, hippie at a Ren Fair. Bing, I win. Oh, rapier. Shut up. That's cool. I've never bought a weapon. Not even a knife. I always meant to. Just like a cool, like a knife, like a trail knife to have to slice it up if I need to get through stickers. But I never did. I've gotten some cool pendants and jewelry my mugs, of course. I have one Ren Fair outfit, but it's kind of like in pieces. But yeah, I think the belt is just the most useful, cool thing. I love leatherworking. Leatherworking is just gorgeous. Favorite Ren Fair purchase was a candle that was fluorescent and colorful of wizards riding turtles. Oh, that's cool. Oh, guy quit doing it years ago and mine melted from heat. Oh, that's fucking heartbreaking. Now I want to get some leather and do leatherworking. It's beautiful. I've always wanted to get into woodworking. I think that's like the craft. If I had the room, like a shop, you know, to get a lathe or something like that, that would be just I would get really into woodworking, making useful items like tables and chairs and shit like that. That would be just crack to me if I had the space. Brittany, I have your story if you're here for a bit. But medical question, or medical advice, I'm here. My cheek's breaking out extremely, but only on my cheeks, and my right cheek is way worse. Okay, so questions. Are you hydrated? Do you have a routine? Like, do you wash your face in the morning and at night? And when's the last time you washed your pillowcases? One of the number one causes of acne that is on the sides of our face is from our fucking pillowcases. Because we don't clean them often enough, and most people shower in the morning. So then you go all day and you get all that like grime from the city and from air and shit, and it sits on your pillowcase, and then it like grinds into your pores and shit on your cheeks. Yes, and weekly. Have you tried it? Do you have any new soaps you've introduced or new face washes or anything like that? Probably not. I'm assuming. Could be hormonal. Have you been really stressed? Cheek and jaw acne, I've been told, is usually linked to hormones. Because I get it too. My lighting really makes it look great, but if you look at my pictures on Twitter, you can see my scars. I have cheek scars all over right here from getting acne when I was younger and picking the fuck out of it and ruining my face. Don't pick your face. You can see it when I smile a little bit. There's divots. They're terrible. I do wood burning. Oh, I want to workshop so bad. Same. Wife is down with me selling one of our cars to convert the stall into a workshop space. Oh, that would be sick. Can you tell she's my favorite? I would hope so, yes. I just joined a local marker space that has all those woodwork. So you joined it. Is it like a community thing? Brittany, I am too. So that's why I'm troubleshooting it in my head. No new anything on your pillows. No new detergents, no new face washes or anything like that. Hormonal would be my next. Hormonal and stress, which are usually kind of coinciding, unfortunately. That's probably what I would assume. Whenever I'm about to get my period, I mean, that's a hormonal thing, right? I always get like one or two right here or here. Always. I'll get them symmetrical. That's the ones that piss me off. I'll wake up in the morning and literally have perfectly symmetrical pimples on my chin. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? But what the fuck is that? And then I suddenly bleed out my ass for a week. It's great. But, I mean, hormones can be surged by adrenal glands that are already coursing cortisol, which is the stress fight or flight hormone, you know? And so a lot of the times when your adrenal glands are stimulated because you're really stressed over something, whether it's external or internal, that can also start to fuck with a lot of your homeostatic point and can do that. Also, frost boob. Thank you for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving its anus its wings, lover. I appreciate you. Thank you. I almost fucking missed that. Fankini. Sometimes you can act like this. I don't know why. I'm not a dermatologist. I've just been to a lot of dermatology appointments. I've had a lot of problems with my skin and shit, so I'm just regurgitating shit that's helped me. Sometimes your skin can react against something you've been using for ages. Your body, your like allergies, for lack of a better, more general term, your body's response with histamines can change 100% every 7 years. Crazy. I know. Every 7 years. I'm not saying if you had a peanut allergy that's going to kill you as a kid, go out and try peanuts. Do not do that. But you can go to get allergy tests. And some people do suddenly lose allergies. Some people just gain them. And I've had that where I've used the same skin product for months and it's been wonderful. And all of a sudden, I just start breaking out like a maniac and I can't figure out why. And I just switch up my skincare. I just switch up that one product, whatever. Like, if you're using a lot of stuff that has actives in it, actives meaning like niacinamide, AHAs, BHAs, retinol, the acids, those you want to just cut out immediately. Anytime your skin is breaking out or you have open lesions anywhere, get those the fuck out of your routine because they're too much. It's just going to irritate it. It's going to burn it because those are literally removing like microscopic layers of your skin to help the collagen turnover. So we have youthful, more, nice looking skin, whatever. And if you have an open wound, it's going into that open wound and doing that. And that's not what we want happening, right? So you always want to get that out. I wouldn't put cortisone on it. So usually what happens, so the biological response of acne, is it like whiteheads or is it like those bumps, the unpoppable bumps? You know the ones I'm talking. They're like called milia or something. Sometimes you get them under your eyes. If they're whiteheads, so what's happening is we have bacteria on our skin all the time, right? And if your skin is stressed in some way by anything, all the things we've already talked about, it creates more sebum and more oil. And the bacteria that naturally lives in our pores and on our skin all the time feeds on that. And so what's happening is that buildup of sebum and oil in your pores attracts mass amounts of that bacteria, and they create a blackhead. Well, a blackhead is just oxygenized oil that's been exposed to air. That's it. But a whitehead is all the blood cells gathering to that point trying to kill that bacteria because it's just gotten an overabundance of food. So what I learned, because I'm an oily person. I'm a picker too. Mishy, 100% guilty as charged. I used to think I had like really oily skin. What was actually happening was I was stripping my skin. I was washing the living fuck out of it and not replacing any of the oil. So what would happen is my face would feel all like tight and my pores would look really small right out of the shower and I would feel really good. My skin would freak out because it feels like it's going to tear in half and it would overproduce oils. So in 2 hours, I could see little dots of oil literally on my nose coming out of my pores. And so I was like, oh, I must be this oily person. I have to keep using these blotting sheets and drying my face. But you're creating a problem that wasn't there to begin with by over drying your face. There's nothing wrong with cleaning your face with intense cleansers, however, if you're having a breakout or like you're afraid you have that buildup of bacteria that's feeding on the sebum and shit like that. But you got to replace the moisture right away. That's the key. So then your body doesn't freak out and start overproducing those oils. So you want to use really gentle lotions that have ceramides and stuff in them. Those help build up that barrier that keeps water in your skin and doesn't let it come out and look dehydrated. And dehydrated skin means big pores, means bacteria, means pimple. Yeah, shower. It's okay to shower 2 times a day. You just have to replace all that moisture. So the more you wash, the more you got to put it back on. Does that make sense? It's kind of like if you think about it with hair. Like I only wash my hair with like soap once or twice a week, maybe. And that's if I'm getting real sweaty, like twice a week. I rinse it every day because I run and get sweaty, but I don't wash it that often because the more you wash it, it's exactly like your face skin. It's going to overproduce oil to replace what you've stripped out of it. And so when I wash my hair, I immediately put in a bunch of hair oils, like all these like nice little oily things on the ends of my hair so my hair doesn't get greasy. And I can go a really long time without looking greasy. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Yeah, exactly. Like puking a lot, not drinking water, and not eating salt is exactly it. So what I do, it's kind of psychotic. This is my like skincare thing over here. Oh God, did my camera just freeze? Hold on. I know how to fix this. It's easily fixable, but I want to show you this. Because I take skincare pretty seriously, man. Your skin is like the biggest organ on your fucking body, and you only get one, you know? I know how to fix this, don't worry. I'm just scrolling it with I'm scrolling it with my right hand, which is kind of fucking my brain. It's fine. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this is my skincare thing. That's all my like essences and toners. And then these are my lotions and shit. And they're literally labeled AM skincare, PM skincare. Because it's different. Because obviously you don't want to go to bed with like sunscreen on your face. Like that's not good for your pores. Get the sunscreen off. I have everything visible because I have to. But one of the things that I got that saved the fuck out of my skin, it's not a skincare you're ever going to find in a store or anything. It's a really small brand. I can't even tell you how the fuck I found this. It's called Bamboo Earth. That's how you spell it. Bamboo Earth. That's the brand. And it's kind of hilarious when you get their stuff. There's actually like Psalms. Like this is like a Jesus company. Like, well, the person, like there's a proverb, whatever. She is more precious than jewels and nothing your desire can compare with her. Like it's kind of, I didn't know that. There's nothing on their website. They don't like push religion, but they do put cute little proverbs on them, which is kind of hilarious. But this shit, I don't know what it is. Their lotion, it's called the Petite Grain Moisturizer. Saved my skin. I don't know. It's just like natural. That's it. Everything in it is pure natural. It's all fair trade. Like it will turn to oil. It will like it'll start to emulsify if you leave it in a warm room. It's not going to stay hard at like 90 degrees. You know what I mean? It's a really, really natural oil. It smells really, really fucking good. But it has all of these natural oils from like nuts and seeds that are the closest, molecularly speaking, to what our natural skin oils actually look like, molecularly speaking. Does that make sense? So we're not putting anything foreign on our skin. You're putting something on your skin that almost mimics what your skin creates on its own. So it never has irritated my skin ever. And it creates like that barrier so your skin stays moisturized all fucking day. And you need to use, it's just like, I've had this for so long, I can't even tell you, but this is how much I use on my fat face. That's it. Neck, face, back of neck, shoulders. That's it. It's because it's just oils with some carrier that makes it so it's kind of solid, you know, at room temperature. But not a sponsor, not an ad. This is such a small company, and I say hail Satan way too much for them to ever pay attention to me. But I'll keep buying their skincare because shit saved my life. I don't know, man. It's so good. And it smells really nice. I put it on my tattoos sometimes when I look ashy. Oh, yeah. You want to see it again? Again, not sponsored, not an ad. Just trying to be a good friend. Skin is one of those things, like, I feel like it can make us more insecure than most things in the world, you know? Like, I can feel kind of... I do have a skincare tackle box. It's facts. Skin's one of those things that, like, I can feel kind of chunky one day and my hair doesn't look quite right. But if I've got a big old fucking pimple on my nose, I just don't feel very happy about my face. Like, every time you smile... you feel it, and you know everyone's looking at your red fucking thing on the end of your nose, and it's just like, I just want not to have open sores on my face, and I think that's the way most of us feel, right? And I don't know, man, I'm really into bamboo. I have everything they've ever made. But I would say that the moisturizer is the best thing they make, bar none, and it's not too expensive. Like, I can't remember exactly what this costs, because again, I've had this for so long. It just lasts forever. It smells so good. It's like a herbally smell. They're all non-scented, but you know, like when you use natural ingredients, there's always going to be a natural scent. So there is a scent, but it's unscented in that they don't add any synthetic scents. They're not adding essential oils or aromatherapy to anything you're going to put on your face, because those are known irritable ingredients. Anything that says an aromatic oil or essential oils, if that's in any of your skincare product, that's a well-known irritant. But it smells pretty, so they get away with it a lot of the time. Well-known irritant. Like your dermatologist, if you brought your skincare to a dermatologist, they would go through and just throw everything away that had an essential oil in it immediately. Because it's not beneficial in any way, shape, or form, and it's usually a culprit of something going on your face. Myron, I've done my research. I mean, I've got a lot more than that. Like, I've got a lot of skincare, but this is the one that, like, when my face freaks out and I get my period or something stupid, or, you know, sleep on a dirty pillowcase for some fucking reason and it breaks out, I go bare bones. I strip everything from my skincare and I only use this. That's it. I have a lot more than that, trust me. But that's like, it's just, I'll tell you what's in it actually, because it's like, it's an ingredient list you can read, imagine. It is shea butter, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, petite grain oil, and that's what they're named. It's named after, and that's like their mysterious ingredient. But I think that's what gives it its smell, and it's really nice. And water. Where are you gonna find it? And then I just want to pull out something, like, not to trash another company, but I have a couple in here that are like Kiehl's. Oh my god, the ingredients! It's so long. It's a pamphlet. You have to peel off the bottom. Like, I'm not against Kiehl's. I've used Kiehl's for years, but damn. I can't even get, it's all like destroyed because I've had this for so long, but you're not going to find an ingredients list more simple than that. And like when your face or your skin is freaking out or anything like that, I kind of treat my skin like my stomach. Like when your stomach freaks out, I'm sure you have all heard of the elimination diet. You eliminate everything you eat like toast, and then you slowly add foods in. It's a lot easier to do that with skincare if your skincare doesn't have 27 ingredients you can't pronounce. You know? I'm saying, Brittany, right? And you got to wonder, like, for sensitive skin, it's got... All right. Oh, speaking of, the Bamboo Earth makeup remover is the best makeup removing oil I've ever used in my life. It comes in, like, a little dropper like this. This is not it. This is vitamin E oil. But it comes in, like, a dropper like this, and you just squeeze it out. It will melt anything. Anything. I used it to melt a heart that I built on my chest out of liquid latex and cotton balls. Built it on stream, but I didn't put anything on my chest before I built it. So it was stuck like I was about to peel all my flesh off, and that emulsified it. I tested it. I was like, I have to see how far this shit will go. It will melt everything. Because, like, I have really thick, straight eyelashes, so I have to hit them with a curler and then curl them every day to get them the fuck out of my eyes just so I can see. And so I have to use really intense, like, waterproof, dry mascara if I use mascara at all. Otherwise, it's just mwah, and then it's like I have fucking curtains in front of my eyes all day, and that shit gets it off. I don't know what's magic. It's the same, like, simple ass, organic ingredients and everything, but it will melt anything off your skin. So if any of y'all are into, like, crazy ass makeup or drag or anything like that, where you're, like, scrubbing your face to the point of hurting the dermis of your skin to get makeup off, try Bamboo Earth's shit. Not a sponsor, not an ad. Again, it's just good shit. Imagine. I know you're talking about makeup, but have you seen the Foo Fighters tribute? Oh my God, I haven't. Is it heartbreaking? I can't play it on stream because music, but I've heard about it. I haven't even listened to Foo Fighters since he passed away. It's like literally, it's hurting it still like kills my soul. He's passed. Brittany, any fucking time. I'm very into skincare. Like, I had so many weird skincare problems when I was a kid, and I was brushed off by so many dermatologists and shit. I will never tell you bullshit. Like, I will always give you straight up when it comes to skincare, because that's so serious. Like, it... Ugh. Will it? Oh, I wish we could listen to it on stream. I hate this. I mean, we could. I could turn off everything and test it, but I'm scared. This lady complained about having those Amazon eyelashes. Well, when you can't, like, honestly, after I curl my eyelashes, I feel like I had a cup of coffee. It's like so much more light is let into my eyeball. It's actually kind of incredible. Like, I wish I was kidding. I hit him with a curling up, and I'm suddenly just like, is it morning now? Because before, I just have like this shadow all the time of just thick bitches. I shouldn't complain. I know. It's terrible. Grass is always greener, right? Cheers to that. Always, Brittany. Also, I do love talking about skincare because I feel like I've finally found a regime that works for me, and I don't like have these horrible breakouts anymore. Thank fuck. Because like Mishy said, I'm a picker. And I can't, like, if I get some pimples, you're going to have to tie me up. I'm going to dig at my face. I'm going to do it. I worked in surgery. I know how to do it. It's terrible. Don't do it. I'm going to do it. I can't not do it. I just got to like, got to do it. Ooh, Lizzie. Pasta impossible to measure out accurately. Dude, I made pasta last night. I shit you not. Like, I even looked up a video, like, how to gauge 2 portions of pasta, and I shit you not, it was like 5 people's portions of pasta by the time it was cooked. I'm like, why? I can turn off clips and vids. I thought about it today to listen to real music. Because theoretically, if I turn off all VODs and all clips while I play cool music, then we can't get in trouble, theoretically. Also, I've been given instructions on how to, like, do some cool stuff offline that I'm going to try out so we can listen to music that won't get wired into VODs. But I am smoking currently the orange. I got one that was like an orange strain. What's it called? Orange Cookie Chem. Here, I haven't hit it yet. Look at that. She pretty. It's very stameny, I would say. Like, it's got a lot of the little orange guys all over it. Yeah. Reposting. Oh, I did miss it. Marker Space. You pay a monthly membership fee to gain access to a bunch of shared tools and workshops. Oh, so it's like a community garden. That's dope. They have a woodworking. Oh. Woodworking shop, forging, metalworking, machining, 3D printing. I'm going to save that link for later while I'm touching myself. No, she's the same one. Just cleaned her a little bit. Well, relatively new, I guess. I've had her for a couple months. But she's a good little beaker. Cheers. She's plugged. Just kidding. The only thing I hate is these bowls. They're great because they're small and they make it so you don't smoke a shit ton of weed at once, but they're terrible because they're small and they clog so quickly. And then I just sit here and I fuck it with a toothpick for a minute. Really? Oh yeah, I have one like I have this one and then I have one that's like lime green and kind of has the same design on it. I like these ones. They're kind of the perfect like walk around the house bong, which sounds weird to say unless you walk around the house with a bong, you know exactly what I mean. Like excuse me. It's just like perfect cock size. Whereas like the egg, as blessed be as the egg was, I had to walk around like this and like with it far from my body because it was huge and so heavy. I was afraid I was going to knock into something. This is just a nice little house portable bong. I like these ones. No, it's cool. That's what weed does. That was some thick smoke. That was that sign language. Oh, I'm sure it's the stress. Also, Brittany, if you're working again, I don't know what you're doing for work, but when I am like, when I have to interact with strangers, I have that like that forever feeling of I don't know what to do with my hands. So I do this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this, and I'm just bacteria-ing my face over and over and over with my fingies. I do that a lot in public, I notice. I try to keep my hands in my pockets. That could be it. So maybe like keep hand sanitizer at your desk or something. You know what I mean? Like not like alcohol, but like, hold on. I have a good one. You might be able to pick up online. I try to find ones that they're not like dipping your hands in alcohol. Because I'm home. It's mostly because like I'm afraid I touched an animal or something and I don't want to eat lizard. I try to find ones that are like not abrasive so I can use them a lot. You know what I mean? I have it in my purse. This is my purse. Whenever I say I carry a tiny backpack, this is my purse. But this guy, I keep this around at my desk and stuff, and in my bag. I have a couple of them around the house, just simply for that reason. So I'm not like touching my grimy keyboard and my grimy mouse, and then touching my big sensitive pores on my face and giving myself acne. It's just like a spray one. The brand, I guess, is called Everyone. Everyone for everybody. Made with plants, pure essential oils, not for skincare. 99.9% effective against common germs. Hand sanitizer spray. It's lavender and aloe. I don't know. It just smells like aloe to me. It doesn't smell like old lady. Hey, if you work in retail, this might be a fucking dope thing for you because you probably have to touch money and stranger touchy things. This is what it looks like. But I have one that smells like cedar, too, that I really like. They have, like, you know, what people like to say, masculine smells. Just the smells that don't smell like old women, basically. They have, like, cedar, and they have an unscented one. But these might be a good option just to keep around, because then you can just, like, boom, fingy tips are clean-ish. To the point where you're not, like, exacerbating acne on your face. You know what I mean? I love the smell of cedar, too. I'm a big sucker for it. I have some really good, excuse me, weed lotion I got recently that's like cedar. Oh God, what is it called? Hold on. It's in my little weed kit right here. Like I got a fuzzy in my Damn it, I don't know where it is. But it's cedar. It's like cedar and something. But it's very subtle. It doesn't smell like I'm like wiping a tree on my arm or something like that. I feel like there's a fuzz in my nose. But it smells really nice. Because I feel like, especially when it comes to like, was there a fucking hair in my nose? Sometimes they get stuck on my nose ring and just tickle me effervescently and I'll fucking scream. They just smell like old, like not old lady, but like a nursing home, like the powder you put on the assholes of the elderly. That's what they smell like if they're ever labeled like rose or lavender. I feel like this one does not smell like the powder you put on the asshole of an elderly. It just smells like aloe, I think. It's not intense. I don't know. But it's a good option if you're worried about touching your face and stuff after touching stuff, because that can absolutely cause acne. Also, if you're leaving the house a lot more often, just that random excessive exposure to sun, if you're not wearing sunscreen, that alone can make your skin, because what happens is your skin freaks out because it's like, oh my God, sun, help. And your pores close really quickly and then they get clogged and then you get acne. So sunscreen always, but you know me on sunscreen. Okay. So I owe Brittany a story. I swear to fuck, there's a fuzz in my nose. I'm going to scream. I owe Brittany a story. It was Brittany's birthday a few days ago and I forgot. But this is the story. I have to give it to you. It's a funny one. So that's not part of it. Okay. So in Seattle, there is a really, really cool aquarium you can go to down on the water. And it's like an aquarium that caters to the Pacific Northwest. You're not going to find like an excess of tropical, strange. They have a cichlid. They have like a tropical room, but the vast majority is featuring like a salmon run that if you go during the right time of the year, you can actually watch salmon try to run up a salmon run on the side of this fucking thing. Because they have a cool like salmon rehabilitation program, and they have sea otters. Like if you've never seen a sea otter, for one thing, they're fucking huge. I've only seen like little river otters in zoos and stuff before I'd ever seen these. I don't know how actual big they are. I mean, I would say longer than this, with their tail included. They're huge, and they have neon orange cocks. Incredible. This is apparently evolutionary because they live in the deep, dark waters of the Pacific Northwest amidst seaweed. So to signal that I am a fertile male and ready for a fuck, I wave my neon orange highlighter in the air and ladies will be like, ooh, I like highlighting. And then we get it on. So that's a really cool thing. I'm just advertising the aquarium at this point. You should definitely go if you want. It's very cool. You won't find whales. They don't have captured whales or anything, which is nice. So the other cool part of the aquarium is they have a part of it where you get to interact with some of the sea life. I don't know if this exists anymore, actually, because of COVID and whatnot. But basically what they did, because they built the aquarium on the ocean, like it is literally it's the beginning of the pier. And they incorporated a salmon run into the aquarium because they have a rehabilitation program. And salmon are partially what's called I believe it's an estuary fish, meaning they live part of their life in a mix of salt and fresh water. So they go from rivers to salt water, back to rivers, and then they live in this area in between or whatever. And the aquarium somehow stimulated that. I don't fucking know. It's really cool. But a part of that is they made part of the aquarium on the bottom levels like a tide pool that actually is interactive with the actual tide happening outside. So when the tide is coming in, these tide pools start to fill up really heavy with animals and life. And when the tide goes out, the animal and life actually gets to go with the tide. It's fucking wild, like while you're in there. But this is the wildlife you get to interact with because it's like brackish. That's the word. Thank you. I used to have figure 8 pufferfish when I was in college, and they lived in brackish water. That's the only reason I know anything about it. I had to simulate fucking brackish water because I was a nerd. Wave your neon orange highlighter. That's a visual. Can you imagine? Like, I'm ready. Well, the cool thing is, though, Brittany, is what I mean by no whales is they don't have any whales that are trapped. Like there's no Shamu killing people at the aquarium in Seattle, but you can walk outside, and 9 times out of 10, if you're there during the right time of year, you're going to just see whales like wild ones. Oh, I know, but I had to tickle your dick with the wild ones because everybody wants to see cool whales. And you're either going to see, I believe it is, I know it's orcas, and then it's one of the baleen whales. It's a small baleen whale. Is it a gray whale? It's one of the much smaller ones. They don't, I mean, they're still enormous, but it's not, I believe sperm whales are like the biggest. It's not one of those. It's a baleen whale. Sperm whales aren't baleen whales anyways. But it's a baleen whale and it's smaller. And those definitely go through the Pacific Northwest, and I can't remember which one it is. Fuck. Side story, not the story, but you're just getting doubles because I missed your birthday. So one time when I was in college, I was dating a guy, and we wanted to, like, take a vacation, but we were broke as fuck. I don't know. We were in college, so we rented, like, this really sketchy fucking hotel in Oceanside, I want to say it's called. My YouTube just is like, are you still here? Yes, I am. Suck my ass. I'm always here. I think it's Ocean Shores, Oceanside. It's Washington. It's not Oregon. So I believe it's Oceanside, Ocean Shores. But anyways, we rented this really sketchy, like, Motel 8 down there, whatever. It was cold. Like, it had these sliding glass doors as one entire wall that, like, showed the ocean. So it looked picturesque, but it was, like, March on the ocean. Which is cold ocean spray. The doors didn't seal, so, like, the ocean spray and the cold came in the room all night. It was horrible. But I woke up, like, at 4 in the morning because freezing, dying, and just decided to go for a walk on the beach. And I walk out the door, and I shit you not, like, the sun, I think, it was so cloudy, there was no, like, sunrise. It was that gloomy, creepy, like, morning light. You can see everything, but you don't see a sun anywhere. You're like, what the fuck is going on? It was that, like, weird time of morning. There's a fucking dead whale right on the beach, untouched, with the bloated thing out its mouth. Its dick was, like, fucking bloated and exploded out of its body, which was wild. But it was this baleen whale, which is why I learned all about baleen whales and this species. And I would guess it was like 2 Jeeps long. 2 or 3 Jeeps long was about how big this one was. And I guess what they do is they beach themselves when they're about to die. It's like a natural behavior. So this one was of age, you know, it was full grown and knew it was going to die and beached itself and just died overnight. And within an hour of me finding it, going and getting my boyfriend at the time, being like, dude, come look at this fucking thing. The police, the beach police or whatever, showed up and started crowding around it to try to, I don't know what they do. I think they just put a thing around it because these whales, they can explode. That's not like just a thing in the boys, but whales their stomach will build up with like hot gas and they'll just burst and it can kill people. And so they have to put some sort of wall around it, and I don't know what they do to it. I think they were taking samples of it. It was really weird. Like, I think this doesn't happen often. It was right there, though, right out our door. It was so fucking bizarre. I touched the baleen, and somewhere in the depths of my photos in some hard drive on my computer, I have pictures of it. I've been meaning to try to find them for years, and I just never do. Jedediah, hail Satan, thank you for the biddies. Sorry for missing that. But that was side story. Saw the dead whale, and that's this other species that's around Washington that you can see all the time. Just side note, do not fuck with orcas. The amount of videos I see of people like standing on a dock and orcas start circling them and going under the dock, and they're like, oh man, that's so cool. Free Willy, motherfucker. We're like one with nature. They're hunting you. Eventually, one of them will throw itself on the dock to try to pound the dock in, and while you watch that one, another one's gonna snipe you like you're a fucking seal. Like, I see this on so many TikToks of people. Whales are scary. I love them. They're beautiful and scary, and their songs are absolutely haunting. I absolutely agree. But I respect them. Like, I respect from a distance. Like, you do you, dinosaur. I'll stay over here, my soft mammal self. I understand this food chain. But the amount of people that want to get some stupid TikTok or whatever, Vine or YouTube video or Instagram story or whatever of whales, I'm just like, no. Watch out for frogs with bright colors. They're toxic, except Greg. That's just adorable, though. Watch out for frogs with bright colors. They're toxic, except Greg. Greg. I lost, but it was a fun, good game, guys. That is Greg. When in life, be Greg. Shut up. Is this a scary orca? Is that an exploding whale? Fuck off. Oh, bless. I spat on myself. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen and heard in my life. Imagine explaining that to the insurance. Whoever the local insurance company is for this town got some very strange calls in one day. Turned out that was a bad decision. My uterus can't take this today. Fuck. That's too much. But yeah, the woman in the background is really what really ramps it up. I mean, it's hilarious, the fact that they're all getting rained on by whale pieces, but that... That's gold. That's good. I hope more people listen to that for her. She's the real star of that clip. We all know that. That was fantastic. What was happening today? Oh, the story. I need to just finish Brittany's story. I was thinking the same. Like, this isn't that long ago, I don't think. It looks like it's the 70s. Yeah, it says circa 1970. We knew, like, what explosion wouldn't go that far that we would even call an explosion? For lack of a better way to put it. You know what I mean? Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've blown up a thing or two. They're all sitting in their covered tractors like, watch the peasants be rained upon by the whale. They're like listening to whale songs in their truck. That's too much. The future is now. I know. The 70s were 50 years ago. We're closer to 2040. Fuck off. I hate that. There be blubber in them hills, boys. Not as much as we hoped, but maybe a spot or two. Get it off that there Camara. It didn't honestly, like, that last scene is so disgusting when they're like shoveling it off when it's all blubbery. But it doesn't look like, it looks like they only blew up like its tail.
Carcass which never left the blast site. It might be concluded that should a whale ever
like literally its asshole
again, those in charge will not only remember what to do.
Look how much didn't blow up.
What not to do.
Or maybe just its face. They didn't isolate. I don't know. I'm not a pro. I'm not one to like, no. Was that just like whale sounds? We weren't looking for the haunting whale sounds, YouTube. Stop listening. There be blubber. Guys, 2014 was 15 years ago. So anyways. What? Is that real? It's not 2030 yet. That hurt me. Why do you seek to say such harmful things? It feels like that. It doesn't, though. It feels like Shrek came out yesterday. Like, when I watch Shrek 1 and I listen to the music and realize how dated it is, I get really sick inside. Because, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like an adult yet, but I'm, like, verging on the years where people start assuming you're infertile or broken if you don't have kids. Shrek is fantastic. Most of them are fantastic. I think it's the second one where they play the immigrant song with all the princesses. Then, wow, and Snow White has all her like weaponized tiny birds of destruction. That one's fucking metal. Yeah, that one's so good. And honestly, the soundtracks are fantastic. Imagine getting back to your car to find it crushed by a whale's ass. Like, what do you do? That's a real question. Like, what, you come back to your car after a lovely day on a secret beach with your family. You've hiked like a mile because it takes a while to get to that beach, far enough away that you don't hear the exploding whale, or you assume it's just a car backfiring. And then, you know, you come back and the scene's already cleared because everybody cleared out by the time sunset hit, but you didn't know anything happened. So there's like a select group of people that came back after everything's gone. There's just like a whale's ass on your car. I mean, I'd want to see that. I'd want to be a whale on the wall, if you know what I mean. Kendo, thank you for the biddies and thank you for hanging out for the morning. Have a beautiful day. I hope it's wonderful and refreshing. Don't let strangers to get you down. Auto glass repair. Auto glass repair. Is Oh, what's that pink cloud in the air? Why are children screaming and laughing? Who's that woman chasing a man called Fred? I don't know why that's so funny. All right. I got to finish my story for Brittany. Do you remember where I left off? I do. Just at the aquarium. I was just talking about the really cool aquarium. And then we got to whales exploding. That car was a quarter mile away. Wow. I stand by my statement. Like, what explosion wouldn't go as far away as those people were standing that we would even call an explosion? I'm not an explosion expert, but anything smaller than that's a fucking firework, my dudes. The cops came. My mom was with the otters. Her favorite color's orange. Fill in the gaps. No, is that not what you came here for? Are you not entertained? No, I do like the color orange, but no, it's not my favorite color. Okay, so the aquarium. It's just a really, really cool aquarium. So we were talking about the tide pools. So if you don't know what a tide pool is, I do not want to fill in those gaps. I mean, if you got enough orange-colored clothing, my mom will for you.
Sir, whose tail is you digging in with that? Show of hands, which piece of tail cousin off of my comment section gonna sit up there and let him dig in your butt with that? Not me, because you're not fixing to line up my chakras with that.
Yeah, so that was a side story, though. The dead whale was literally a side story. I'm a mucus farm. Don't worry about it. So, every time I go home to visit my family, we usually go to the aquarium because it's one of our favorite places. And since I was a birth, Jackie, how are you, love? Post cheers. I'm still burning from mine. Cheers, love. Love my chakras with that. Stop it. I love it. So this one time, this was a couple years ago, we went down to Pike's Place Market and we were walking around. Well, this was, probably like 5 or 6 years ago because it was pre-COVID times. Walking around, you know, just taking food off trays, breathing amongst the strangers, making out with things and people, places, and apples. And we decided, like, hey, let's go to the aquarium. It's a fun day. It's sunny out. And a lot of the aquarium, because it's, like, very natural focused, a lot of it's outdoors. So it's nice to go on a nice day when you're not, like, being pummeled by rain. So we go on this day, and the tide pool area is one of my favorites. It's also, I haven't been there in a bit, but I believe it's close to, if not connected to, like, the area where you can see all the little rays, the little stingrays and skates and, oh my fuck, I almost spilled my soda. You know, those kind of little, not stingrays, not the kind that killed Steve Irwin. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of what they're called. I think they're still rays. But anyways, you can also, like, wash your hands and then go and interact with them. And there's always a couple people in the pool to make sure kids aren't like mauling them or manhandling them or anything. And for those that are like, hey, this sounds a lot like SeaWorld, I went to SeaWorld one time. It is nothing like SeaWorld. That is a hellish place for animals to be trapped. Nothing like that. It is like reasonable amounts of raise for a huge amount of space. They have plenty of room to roam. They don't have to come up to the sides to touch your hand, anything like that. But anyways, there's like a tide pool area where the tide comes in and out with the actual tide happening outside. And if you don't know what a tide pool is, if you've never been to like an area with tide pools, the only place I know is on the Puget Sound. It has to usually be like inlets, and it's usually where there's lots of rocky areas where water gets trapped. And even if the tide goes out, there's still like a relatively large amount of water trapped in the rocks that stays until the tide comes back. And little animals that like that warmer environment with less tumultuous wave activity will make their lives there. Like sea urchins will usually be there, and I'm trying to think, anemones. All the really crazy looking anemones will be there. Like they look kind of like a slug that you cut open, and all the little like are coming out the end. Kind of like Zoe's, Zoe, oh my God, how are you? All sorts of little creatures like that. Starfish. I'm trying to think what else is in there. Sea cucumbers are usually in there. Like the things that on Jackass they abuse and jerk off and make like spit out their intestines because they think they're gonna die anyways. Yeah, those. You don't do that. You just touch them and be like, dicks. But so we always go there, and my sister and I are always act like children, and we wash our hands real good, and then we go like, touch a starfish and try not to be mean. That being said, other side note, and I only know this because I got it wrong on a fucking test one time in biology. So if you look at a starfish, you know how they're all colorful, like the top of a starfish, not its little sucky feet on the bottom. All that colorful material you see on the top that you're petting, it's the lungs. It's their lungs. All of it. All of the colored flesh you see on the top of starfish is their actual gills. So they breathe by water just passing over the top of their body, and through those gills there's oxygen transfer. I learned this because there was a test in biology way long time ago, like 59 years when Shrek came out, where we had to say whether or not an animal had an exoskeleton or an endoskeleton. And because of all that fluffy, fleshy material on the goddamn starfish, which was like the bonus question because we hadn't covered it yet, I said it had an endoskeleton. It has an exoskeleton that all those gills are shoving through. So imagine if to breathe, like your lungs had to like fluff out holes in your ribs. And you just like had this blossom coming out under your tits all day. And you were like, please don't pass through me. Thank you. I'm breathing here. Imagine. I can't. So anyways, you get to pet starfish and stuff. So I'm sure you've seen like little sea urchins. They look like little green lumps of moss kind of on the sides if you've seen tide pools like that. And they're little and small. But in these tide pools that are like nurtured and fed and live inside the aquarium, huge, really unique, colorful, harmless, however, rare and still delicate and whatever, sea urchins that you get to like, they'll teach you about them. Like if you graze your hand across the little noodly parts of a sea urchin, not a sea urchin, the other one, anemone, the anemone's little noodles, they'll kind of like feel like Velcro. Like they'll feel like they're dragging on your fingers a little bit. Like that squeaky feeling if your hands are too clean. And it's actually these microscopic barbs that cover the noodly parts, that's how they like trap their prey. But to us, they know they can't eat us. And we obviously are a hand and not a whole bug or something, so we don't get trapped. And you get to do stuff like that. And there's always a person there educating while it's happening. And like, if there's sea urchins are the spiky ones. If you see a black and white striped one, don't touch it. They're deadly. Those are in Hawaii. I learned that not the hard way, but I got real close to one before I ever knew anything was wrong with them. Don't go near those ones. But the ones in the Pacific Northwest are like the ones you harvest uni out of and shit. They're black, big, like they're not black. They're like this deep purple blue color. They're really, really beautiful. But in the ocean, in masses, you'll see like heaps of them in the water. And they look like this undulating like mass of black needles. It's really fucking metal. But if you very gently, touch the spikes in one area, you'll notice all of the spikes start to gather to that one spot, and they are gathering like arms to pull in the food, whatever touched one little needle. to their little mouth that is in the middle. And the mouth is important to remember. Most of these animals are a type of evolutionary tree that is not of our own. They have one orifice that is both their anus and their chewing face. So they eat with their asshole, essentially. And that's like sea urchins, jellyfish, sea anemones. Lots of mollusks are like this. They eat with the same thing they shit out of. Jellyfish, exactly. And so we're at the tide pool and we're like feeling around and listen. I love learning from it's usually biology students from the U, like volunteering there, and they're super nerdy. And I love to nerd out with them because I know some of it too. So I'm like, ooh, give me the deep stuff. So I'm like nerding out, and I hear my mom comes up next to me, and I see her, and my mom is like, she has very undelicate hands, and I don't mean that as an insult. She's just very like rough and tumble, you know what I mean? Like when she like kneads bread or does something, she's not like carefully moving around the sides. She's just like, pow it, fuck it. If pieces fly off, she doesn't care. She's just very like, get it done kind of thing, which is fine. But I'm very OCD, so I like get a little, I can't with that. And so she comes up, she's washed her hands and everything, and she comes up to the tide pools, and my sister and I are already there. And the girl is talking to me and my sister, the like educator woman behind the thing, making sure kids aren't like hurting the animals or anything. And my mom comes up and just like plunges her hand in the water and like 3 or 4 fingers just straight into a sea anemone that is like this big. And it's got these beautiful fronds everywhere. And she just fucking fist fucks the thing. And I like see that kind of, but I don't really register what's happened. But I hear the woman gasp, like the educator be like, oh, ma'am, that is both the sea anemone's mouth and anus. Can you refrain from such volatile behavior around the animals? And my mom just sits there with all her whole hand like in it, and it's like closing in, you know, like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like she's just standing there. And my mom, all she says is goes, does it hurt? And the woman's like, ma'am, can you just not? So my mom does eventually remove her entire hand from the anus mouth of the poor sea anemone that has now been raped, no joke intended. But it's probably funnier to me. Ma'am, that is both its mouth and its anus, was the funniest line I've ever heard come out of a human being in my life. And then can you just not, after my mom does nothing and just, does it hurt? You just face fucked that thing. I mean, my sister and I were fucking dying. I was in tears. I was of no help. I was just, the fact that woman said anus, I'm a child. That was it for me. I was like, oh my God, the stranger said anus to my mom. The world's over. Ma'am, can you please remove your hand from its anus mouth? Ma'am, please. This is a Wendy's. Is it enjoying this? The only answer worse. Does it like it? Fuck, that's good. God damn it. Sorry, bud. I didn't mean to freak you out. I'm just laughing. It's okay. Do I have to? Can I pay to stay? No? Okay. Thank you for the biddies, Taco. Thank you for the bits, Taco. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm phlegm dying. Oh my God, Greg. It was Brittany's birthday and she redeemed a story and I completely forgot. Like the day just got away from us and I totally spaced out on it. And so today I swear to fuck I would redeem it back. And I gave her like 4 stories in one and we got to watch a whale explode. We should probably do Lego, right? What a fucking weird day. It was good. I mean, it's been good. It's not was good. It's good. But yeah, I've got my Lego over here, and we've just got 2 more bags to do. And it's not really like all the intricate, really hard shit from the inside of the Lego thing is done, which is nice. Like all the gears. How are you, Greg? How's your day, night, existence? What's up, Bubba? What are you doing? What you doing, my boy? I don't know. Begging for attention. Why? No. That. Why? Why we bark at nothing? Ghosts? Is it the ghost of Christmas past? Come to show you the errors of your ways. It's happening. Bubba, he's so fucking... You're beautiful, but I really wish my camera could pick up on the intricacies of your beauty. You absorb all the light like a perfect void. Brittany, I hope that was funny and I hope entertaining. All of those were great and very, very true. So, how's your mom, CK? Retired and going to Germany soon, so I assume she's going to have a fistingly good time, if you know what I mean. Can I get to know your mom and roleplay an enemy? She won't be gentle. You'd probably be into it. They both freak out if either of us leave. Yes. But they don't like bark or anything. They just cry and look for the other person. And normally, honestly, like if we're not going somewhere where we're like going in a store for an extended period of time and it's not 1,000,000 degrees out, I usually just take them in the Jeep. I got the Jeep for that reason, because it's rough and tumble and they can fit in it and jump and they're fine. They're safe. We have like dog bed stizzles in there. But yeah, if one of us leaves for some reason and the other one stays, one of them, if not both, will normally pace and just cry at a certain door, like looking for the other person for a very long time. And we thought it was like specific to each one of us at first. But recently, I can't remember where I went. I had to go somewhere and I couldn't take them. I think it was just too hot. Like I was scared. I didn't want to leave them in the car because it was literally like over 90 degrees. And Lilith apparently just could. Oh, I took Trick to the groomer. So not only was I gone, Trick was gone. Lilith just cried. Zach actually took a video of it. She just cried and cried and cried. Like a cry I've never heard come out of her before because she's relatively quiet unless she's barking. So I think it's just like that. The pack's got to be together because they're spoiled COVID puppies. You know what I mean? They know what I mean. Goes to German red light district. I want you to fist me like a sea anemone. Someone has to use that. Please request that. I have to see that go real. Oh, that's beautiful. Hydrate, bitches. And just because I don't think I've done it enough today.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Accurate. Still great. Still great. You need to take a break. Is that what's up? Break and then we go. Is this what it's like to give birth? Adam. So much fucking mud everywhere.
Did you take your joy today?
I have it on my
Never
soundboard,
forget to
so if
take
it's not
your
working,
joy,
I can...
And I guarantee you'll be able to
do
go
it.
as smooth as velvet.
If it's ever not working for some reason, I have it. It's mine. I was so high the other night, I was playing Rocket League. Please don't bully me. It's a guilty pleasure. Why would I? I don't believe in bullying people for liking something. And the ball appearing actually made me jump, so I left the game. Dude, that happened to me in Subnautica one time. I made the mistake of getting way too high and playing it off stream by myself, and Leviathan came up into my face, and I just... My heart beat out my nipples. It was so bad. So bad. Ooh, Ty, what's the strain? Wait, found out we have a monkeypox daddy in the US. Wait, what? Like, bad? Right-wing tweeters melt down over White House's new disease-controlled daddy? For real? Monkeypox cases are declining, and the new White House czar is eminently, Katie can read, is eminently qualified for the job, but the right can't stop tweeting about his shirtless instas. Oh my God, for real though. I vote him. Them. I vote them. Click the link. I don't think that's safe for stream, but click the link. Well, it's a fucking magazine cover. It's gotta be safe for stream, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Whale I saw exploded. I mean, its dick had swollen to an enormous size outside of its body. I imagine that'd be a piece to go first. Not to be too real, but damn. Lards. Asidious, cheers. Dude, I have half a bowl. Let's do this. Where's my lighter? Oh, shit. Found it. I didn't even open my Legos yet, like a responsible kid. Cheers. Cheers to 2 years. It rhymes. That's smooth weed. That was a big hit. Didn't feel that big. Dang. Impressito. Impressato. I don't know. Impressed! I know. You know what? I've had this shirt so long I couldn't even tell you. It's one of those shirts that will never break down, so I feel like I have to fit it forever. Otherwise, putting it in a trash bin is just, like, irresponsible. You know? Thank you for 24 fucking months.
Hail the Dank Lord.
And cheers to the 2 years. The fuzz on my desk. Get the fuck out of here. I cleaned this shit. Oh, dog hair. That's probably what it is. Time for my favorite part. The OCD organization part. Muted. Fuck you. Why? No, I'm not. Bitch. So, I don't know how other people do Lego, but I've found that I like to go through the pieces and, like, maniacally organize them by size and color real quick. I don't know. Makes piecing it together with the instructions they give way easier, in my opinion. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is what we've made so far. With all the gear pieces. It's pretty dope looking. It's not annoying. It just scares me. I mean, it's happened so much and been actually real at this point. If it still annoyed me, how the fuck could I still stream? It'd be self-torture at this point. Like, it would be like maniacal, you know? I jack my seat up a little bit so I have better posture. This is also Supergiant, if you can hear the music. This is Transistor. I brought a hat to get my bangs out of my eyes. Couldn't find a ponytail, but I found a hat. It works. Aha! Who needs a ponytail? Nobody. I win. Bangs are the worst thing ever. Do not chop your hair. My God. My own personal hell. Ooh, no, you're not an attention seeker. I feel bad for missing it. Stop. Banana. I mean, I'd probably say the same, though. Kettle, pot, you know. How I was talking mental health time. Yes, offer seeking FMLA. Well, they denied it and fired me. I was literally just going to say, at least you can get unemployment, which you might get paid more, arguably, which is so fucking depressing. Dude, that's fucking sad, though. I'm sorry. That's shitty. How do you feel about it? Yes, Ty, I love Destiny. I'm in the, process of getting it to work. My computer fried out on its own today, so that was kind of my struggle. But now that that's working, Gassy helped me. He gave me a couple of tips and tricks on how to get it to stream, not looking like, shit. So that is what I'm going to do. They announced Mandalorian earlier for new season. Oh, no shit. And the trailer has so much baby Grogu. Good. I'm glad they don't deny the fanship of Grogu. You know what I mean? Like, some I feel like would be like, we don't have to put him in everything. People aren't that big of a fan. They like to see people. Whenever I see a Star Wars, like a new Star Wars movie, regardless of anything, story or whatever they're doing, however many Skywalkers fuck each other, if there isn't enough animals, like aliens and cool CGI shit, like where was the budget put? Where is it? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the bar scene. I'm here to see all the cool things you do with the aliens and fucking baby Grogu, and that's what I'm there for. Like, the people are kind of secondary to all the cool animation that exists these days, you know? Not just me, right? Did I shave my head? No. Just put on a beanie to get my bangs out of my eyes. Imagine if my forehead was that small, though. Angry, frustrated. By the end of the situation, even HR thought it was kind of fucked up. I mean... yeah. But at the end of the day, my intention was to stop working for them anyways. No use in being someplace where I'm not wanted. I mean, that's true. I was going to ask you that, like, if you were happy there, if that was, like, someplace you saw yourself, like, staying forever or whatever. And, like, it sounds gross, but if you're able to get unemployment, which you should be able to, I don't see why not. When you're fired, like, that's kind of a thing. At least you're getting paid while you're looking for a new job. And you're not having to go to work every day doing it. You know what I mean? Whereas before, you'd be going to work every day and kind of, like, applying on the sly after work and stuff. Now you can, like, spend your entire day devoting it to doing that. I don't know. That's kind of... I'm such a bright side, though. Please tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm, like, the silver lining queen of annoyance. I know it's terrible. It's the only way I survive personally, but I can totally get down with the sadness. I can get down with the sickness, if you know what I mean. Dude, the space western vibe is... I love it. I love it. I love his, like, silence in it. Even though he's a fucking hilarious character. Like, I don't think a lot of people saw this movie, but a movie came out on Netflix almost, I don't know, a bit ago now. And it's called The Bubble. And it's a movie kind of poking fun at people that were making movies during the COVID lockdown and, like, locking people up in bubbles in hotels where they couldn't leave for, like, 2 years at a time or whatever. It's comedy genius. It's so funny, but he's in it. I can't remember his name. You know who I'm talking about. Oberon, all the things. And he's so goddamn funny. I don't want to spoil it for you. I think you should just go watch it, but he's just, oh my God. Life has no meaning, but there are drugs. That's all I have to say. That's a quote from the movie. Take it with you. Pedro Pascal, thank you. Yes. He's in it, and I don't know how to explain it. It's so funny. Leslie Mann's in it. One of her daughters is in it. He is in it. He's playing Joel in Last of Us. No shit. Oh, I might... I've never played it. The game. I should... It's like I've watched parts of it played, and it's heartbreakingly beautiful. but I've never had the attention span for story games like that. I start reading chat instead of listening to the game, and then I'm asking chat, like, what the fuck is this? I didn't hear this happen. What happened? You know? I was not fired for cause, so that's a small consideration. Oh. So there's a different... Oh. So... Oh. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know there was, like, a different category of fired. Oh, Indiana Jones 5 was revealed, too. Harrison Ford's 80 and still kicking ass. Shut up. Did it show who's going to be the youngin'? Is there going to be a youngin'? That makes me very excited. I love Harrison Ford. Big fan. He's playing Joel in The Last of Us. Oh, wait. The show appears to be a direct remake of the game. Really? That's rare when they do something respectful like that. But honestly, at this point, they might be scared of us. I was going to say the gaming community, but can't. That wouldn't be quite fair now, would it? No, Katie. No, it would not. You can get unemployment even if you quit. If they significantly change the work you do or the time expectations, you can bounce. I did it. Well, yeah, I would assume there's definitely extenuating circumstances, right? LCT! What's up, Leather Daddy? How you doing, honey boo? Hey, I have a leather question for you. I was talking about you earlier. Well, literally, I was like, I wish Leather Daddy was here. I had a question. We were talking about some of our favorite cool leather things, or just things we've gotten from Ren Fair. And what is it called when they use like a kind of like a steel stamp, I guess, to like not carve, but imprint pictures into leather? Is there a name for that? By the way, please follow LZT. The Leather Daddy actually makes incredibly just impervious leather goods by hand. I don't know another word for it. Mine's been everywhere and it looks brand new. It's literal black magic. Literal black magic. You might be a witch. Are you a witch? Tooling! Oh, hell yeah, tooling. That sounds familiar. Thank you. I had a really cool like pouch I got from a Ren Fair ages ago that had like it was a tooled in bear design, and I was trying to think of the word for it, and I was like, man, LZT would fucking know it. So, you know, today, this is the second time we've talked about you. Welcome. The only way to not qualify for unemployment is to get fired for gross incompetence or something similar. Yeah, like doing something horrifically illegal or something. Yeah, I imagine. Thank you. You like the variety? I get bored. I can only do like one hand, and this is my extent of how long I can sit still. And then I just can't anymore. This one's new. Not. New. Not. I'll get inspired to sit still again someday, and I'll finish that one. But this color is really pretty. I like this color. It's like periwinkle blue. It is pretty. I don't actually know if I think it literally just had a number. But it's like periwinkle blue. It's a pretty color. Kind of matches. No, it does not. It is not. Well. Can you even dye my gown to match my eyes? Mm-hmm. Is that the lyric? I don't remember. Just ignore me. I need to grind up some weed. It's fine. Periwinkle blue. Caravan for Mima. Do I play any daily games? You know, I used to. I played TFT for a long time, which I guess you could consider like a daily game. But I just got so mad. I'm gonna grind up. It's called The Sweeties, number 7. Was that 100% the lyrics? Yes! Of course, Jackie's here for me in my musicals. Thank you, Jackie. Musicals are important. I grew up on that shit. It came with a strange thing in it. All right. It literally, I'm just opening this. I haven't tried this one yet. It came with like a little, again, with the packaging. Look at what up with Lil Looks Stone. This is a great commercial for weed. Make sure you're in a big room. It says, our love of cannabis is essential to who we are. We are OGs. But if you have to say it. Okay. We are OGs, and all we ever strived for is smoking the best of the best. Wall Street investors and Silicon Valley venture capitalists are pouring money into the industry, building soulless facilities in a race to the bottom. That isn't us, and never will be us. Our mission is to grow and manufacture the best quality cannabis and hash on the planet. Katie can read. It says that. It says Katie can read. It's facts. That's what we love to consume, and that will never change. We are a small batch producer growing cannabis for you, the cannabis connoisseur. I will say it's some of the best weed. 710 Labs. It's always like super sticky, very fresh. They seal it. They package it in glass jars. ASMR. Nope. The directional mic. I have it way too sensitive. Or way too not sensitive. They package it in really nice glass jars and shit. So they do a good job. I mean, it is nice weed. I like dags. Dags? I've never done ketamine. However, I have administered and been in the presence of much ketamine administered to patients, and that makes me not want to do it. But I've heard it's incredible. Like, in some areas of psychology, they are learning how to microdose with various things, including but not limited to ketamine, in terms of healing people with psychological trauma, PTSD and otherwise. And in that case, I am like all for it. I wouldn't do it personally. Like, I would never self-administer, but I think that's sick. If it can help people like that, that's amazing. I'm all for testing it with LSD and shrooms and all that. Like, I don't see why we put all this, like, very clear, like, the fact that Willie Nelson's alive, like, shut up. It's very clearly not killing us to smoke pot. The fact that it's still a Schedule 1 and we can't, like, professionally look into doing that in very many places is garbage to me. If it can help anybody, why the fuck not? It's not any more harmful than anything we're already prescribing, i.e., like, you know, chronic painkillers and shit like that. Snoop, right? Fuck. Who's still, like, actively, like, acting. He was just in a movie. Like, he's still alive. You know, it's not like Ozzy Osbourne alive, where, you know, we're talking, like, actually alive. Yeah. This is really sticky weed. Sorry, I'm just grinding it up. I am cheersing with you. Feel free to cheers with me again if you want. Dang. He's making cereal, right? I heard about that. He's making a cereal, like, and people, I heard that some very, you know, oh, how do I describe them without being super mean? Ignorant folk thought there'd be pot in the cereal. That I cannot with. Like, he's making Snoop Loops. But people were like, oh, but what if it has weed in it? I'm sorry, what? Like, it was cereal that's going to go in a grocery store. Yeah, Day Shift. I really like that show too, Vex. I really enjoyed it. I've watched it twice now. I watched it once with Zeke, and I think I started falling asleep, so I watched it again, and dude, they're great. Day Shift is really good. What's, Jamie Foxx is in it. He's, like, the main character, and he's still fucking got it, dude. He's just got some, I think he's in his early 50s, and he jumps around like he has more energy than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not young or anything. I just am cracky. Like, he has, like, just boundless. I heard he did all his own fight scenes, too. I heard he did all his own stunts in that movie. Is that true? I think I saw him be interviewed. I saw him interviewed on one of the late night shows, and I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know. That's crazy, though. Like, he's got to be in phenomenal shape to pull that off at any age. But, I mean, I'm only 34, and I feel it. Like, I can't do karate. Now, I'm not going to start. I'd probably snap in half. I'm lucky I can run, for fuck's sake. That's just muscle memory. Oh. It blew through a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let's do Lego or what? Lego. Whoa. Oh, dude, Ty, it's dope. If you like for those out there that are just listening, if you like vampire action kind of just action movie, funny comedy, I would say it's an action comedy movie with like vampire shit riddled in. It's fucking great. There are some scenes in it that are truly like you can tell throughout that entire movie, whoever shot it is paying attention to cinematics. Every shot is beautiful. They do these insane like circle around the room shots, zooming into people's faces during like intense battle scenes, you know, that kind of like just really cool cinematography. I love that stuff. I think that's really entertaining. I just realized we're building off of this, so I'm making room for it real quick. It's not a whole new piece. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a movie that does that. I think is it called The Gentleman or whatever? Fuck. There's some other really good action movies that do that, though. No, it's not cheap at all. It was very well. I think it's really well done. Oh, yeah. Just if you watch just the preview for it, the preview shows a battle that's pretty early on in the movie between Jamie Foxx and what he sees as like an elderly woman. He comes into her house and like she's like a body contortionist. She's like doing fucking like it's wild. And the what would you call it? Like the SFX makeup is phenomenal. Really seamless throughout the whole movie. I was very impressed. And it doesn't look like they rely solely on prosthetics, which is kind of a big boner for me. Not that there's anything wrong with prosthetics, but when you're building it every day, like that's really fucking so severe. It's 84K. Why are kids smarter than we'll ever be ever? Wait, Katie, I hate to break it to you, but you share a birthday with my best friend's ex-husband, who is Florida man, a big old Florida man. No, wait, is it the same year too? Say no. Lie to me if you love me. Just kidding. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if I was raised in Florida, like if I was raised in somewhere, not Florida, but if I was raised in somewhere like one of the big cities, I'd probably be a little Florida girl myself. I was a wild child. I was just in the woods, so I couldn't, and there were no camera phones, and there was nothing, you know? So that we weren't caught doing the strange things we did, but we did the weird shit. It was just in the woods, alone. You know what I mean? To be fair. I'm convinced that the world isn't really that nutty insane. It's just people on Twitter that are, and they're the loudest. I think, I agree. 100%, actually. I think that's just true. I think that, like, you know, there's two different cultures. There's, like, the oblivious culture, and then there's the internet, like, angry, really, really, really way too into it kind of culture, and then there's kind of a gray area, maybe, that a lot of us fall into, where we're like, oh, there's a lot of angry people everywhere, but like it's not as bad as it seems. It's just they're really loud. Happy people tend to keep to themselves, you know? Kind of like us. I'm convinced that the world isn't really that. Yeah. On my birthday, Florida man made a beer run with an alligator under his arm. Was it his alligator? Questions we need answered. And that's what I like about you, Bubblicious. Is that what you likes about me? The best friend and I used to hang out in cemeteries. We all did weird shit. Same. So did I. We all did weird shit. It was just there was no camera phones. And there were, like, to have a digital camera, you were rich. And there was nowhere to post the digital shit, so why even have it? I don't even know when MySpace came out, but Facebook, I think, like, was created the year I would think I was a senior in high school, maybe. But like now it's just easy to catch the dumb shit on camera or on video, you know? We all did weird dumb shit. On my birthday, Florida man robs store dressed as Spider-Man. Okay, that's pretty dope though. It's when they commit something on your birthday, right? And so if you search my birthday in Florida man, like nothing comes up except that Florida's birthday is March 3rd. I'm gonna be honest, it's his weird little face that makes everything of this perfect. fucking funny. Why is that so funny? Nobody will know. It's like, how many licks does it take? Nobody will know. MySpace was 2003. Damn. Yeah. So I was in high school. Yeah, it wasn't around. I mean, I got a lot of my dumb shit out of my system in middle school. I think a lot of kids do. It seems really young now that I'm in the age I am. I'm like, oh my God, you did that at that age? But I definitely did. I was a lot dumber in middle school than I was in high school, I feel like. Yeah, oh my God, same, Jackie. Like, and the amount of pictures that still got taken. And like, I remember every once in a while, a picture of like some girl's boobs would go around the school. Like someone had gotten a picture and actually gotten it developed and picked it up and it wasn't taken away of some young boobs or something. And you were just like, holy shit, what the fuck? How did that, what? That happened ever so often, you know, but damn, nowadays, like, God, I don't know how. You better trust the dick you blow, I guess, right? It's a scary world. Last one. Why? That little brain is precious. Hold on. Let's look at it together. I can't read this one fast enough alone. Hey, you going to... Wait, this is a conversation between a brain and yourself. Brain says, hey, you going to sleep? Self says, yes. Now shut up. Brain says, every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. I understand now why that was your last one. Every sea in, quote, Pacific Ocean, end quote, is pronounced differently. Yeah, I can't stop either, Missy. I'm just sitting here like, Pacific Ocean. Fuck you. Look like I have a mini tie on. That's how small my neck is. If only I had wire cutters. You know the one story of the teacher that effed all the students back in the day in Maryland? Yes. Made national news? Yes. I was there. Wait, were you one of the students? Not the fucked student, but like in the school? But also... Pacific. That's what my brain's doing exact. Like Pacific Ocean. Brains are stupid and I don't respect them. That's right. I just have sex with them. Show me your sulci. Your sulci. Show me your sulci. Your pia dura mater. I'm sorry. Everything's going to stop now. That was just so... My cramps hurt. I'm just like singing away the pain. It's fine. I lied. Okay, this is why I have dogs instead of cats, because dogs just aren't smart enough to pull this off. If my computer was less... Like, if I had worse resolution, I wouldn't be able to see that. My eyes are not that good. That's horror. That's a scary. No. Wait, apparently a Florida man blamed Putin for his speeding on March 3rd. Yay. That's... Is that a Florida man? Does that count? I mean, kind of. He blamed Putin for it. I mean, sure. It's literally doesn't know shit about itself, and it's pontificating itself, and it's the only organ that named itself and is currently talking about itself. And yet... What a fucking cock ass. Dunpeel, right, though? Just in case you actually don't see it, because I respect that. My eyes are not that good. Yeah, you see it now? That's a hell in a tree. That's a scary, right? Though, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, if my computer wasn't such good resolution, if I couldn't get that close, I wouldn't see that. 100% would not see that. Anyway, shape. Me and my brain are not the best of friends. Same. I'm trying to better relations, though, to be fair. Oh, no. What have I done? Wait. That's what my brain is doing. Like, Pacific. Brains are stupid and I don't That's right. I just had sex with Brain Sulkai. Tell me you know the song reference, right? Please, say it. You know it, right, Gravity? It's an old one, but it's a good one. I plead the fifth, but you know how she got caught because she let all my friends take pictures of her? Oh, I think I heard about that. Dude, I haven't thought about this in years. I think I heard that actually, or maybe I actually saw a picture. And this was before digital, so they had to get developed. Just so happened the dude developing pictures went to my high school and made copies. I think I saw one of those pictures. I think one of them rolled around my school at some point. And now I feel dirty because I looked. I definitely did. I was like, what is that? Is that a bra strap? Sick. Tree gonna get you. 3-4. Shut the door, right? You want wordplay? I'll give you wordplay. Wordplay? I can't speak. It's fine. Are we not drawn onward? We few drawn onward to a new era. I love grammar and that hurts myself. That didn't make sense, but you know what I meant. That hurt me. Are we not drawn onward? We few drawn onward to a new... I hate that. That'd be great extra credit on something if you were like an English major and you hated your students. That'd work really well. It's a lesser predator. Well, true, but I mean, I'm not strong. Cat scratches can take you down. I had a respiratory therapist come in and try to work with cat scratch fever one time. That was scary. Wait, there should be no A? Okay, hold on. To new era. Okay. Are we not drawn onward? We few drawn onward to new era. It's like, it works so well, but part of my brain questions it. And that's just because of what it is. That's not because it's wrong. It's just because of what it is. You know what I mean? You have to know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's not because it's wrong. It's just because of what it is. It makes my brain stretch. If that makes sense. Like my brain feels like I grew a wrinkle or I'm trying to grow a wrinkle. Like it's like trying to pop. And it's like... You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. But it's not that it's wrong. I love English. I love like... I didn't need any of the classes, but when I had spare time, I would take like ancient English literature classes and shit like that about like Beowulf and otherwise and Chaucer. And I like dissecting it. It's not because I take pleasure in what the story is, although a lot of it is just fart jokes, which is pretty funny. But I love dissecting language. It's very interesting. And nerdy and weird, but I enjoy it. As long as it's... And all the teachers were usually, like, super burnt-out hippies, so... It was fun. They weren't, like, sticklers. You know, it wasn't like you got these grand tests that were, like, thousands of questions. It was, like, write an essay about how much you loved the reading. They both had dicks, and they buried them. I just love seeing videos of someone completely oblivious to there being a mountain lion looking at them. Oh, those ones. Oh, dude, the ones where it's, like... They're posing with the little deer they shot, and there's the eyes behind them. Oh, those give me the EBs, but they're real and scary. Well, knowing Old English is very strong. Like, I could translate it pretty okay in school. Like, we had to. My teachers were, like, insistent on it. But I wouldn't say I know it. I could probably struggle less through it. But I still have all the books, though. Those were some of the books that didn't cost $1 million because they're the same thing forever, you know? So you could buy them used. So I still have... They're great. I love them. I can see Madame Bovary. That was from one of those classes that was like old, cool, whatever literature. Not ancient literature, but one of the cool literature courses I took. I've got a lot. They were fun. It didn't help me in any way, but it was fun. Was it a rat I saw? Or a car? Or a cat? Well, questionable. We'll never know. Might be a kangaroo. Old English cookery book? Oh, dude, stop. Oh, I would love to look at that. Yeah. Oh, I would love to look at that. That would be fun. Am I scared of liminal spaces? I'm scared of giant squid. And clowns. But not... I don't think... maybe. Speaking of iambic pentameter, I never had a teacher that forced us to do that, thank fuck. Yeah, deep dark water, giant squid, the Mariana Trench, basically. That shit gives me, like, I can't, like, Subnautica I couldn't play off stream because it scares me so much. I don't know why. Nothing's happened to me in deep dark water other than my sister almost drowning. Being scared of clowns is reasonable. They're creepy as fuck. Thank you. I've never understood a person to be like, ooh, yay, clown. Unless you're creepy and you collect them in some weird way, in which case we're all like, clowns, though? Of all the things. Question to everyone. Are there any other mythological entities that are similar to the concept of hellhounds? A mythological creature whose task it is to hunt down those escaping or to be returned to some form of punishment banishment. The only thing that comes to mind is I've seen renditions of, I think it's Hecate, where she has hellhounds. Well, not hellhounds, but she has hounds. Usually bitches, like her bitch hounds or whatever. She has, like, dogs that do her bidding that are usually, like, black female dogs. But that's the only one that comes to mind. Would the Greek Furies qualify? Yeah, actually. I mean, they would be the hellhounds themselves. Yeah. Would the Fates be? Not really, because they don't do anyone's bidding. They're just, they kind of arguably are the bidding. If you watch Star Trek Lower Decks, they had a new bit of Nightmare Fuel, Klingon clowns. Absolutely fuck that. The only thing I've ever watched that had clowns in it that didn't absolutely give me the EBGBs was The Simpsons. Yeah, Krusty, stop. And Clowns from Outer Space. It's just too funny. Remember when I told you on it? I love mythology stuff. I'll just have to think for a bit. I took Shakespeare as one of my English classes. I love Shakespeare so much. Fucking love. I have a lot of Shakespeare magnets that don't magnet to my fridge that doesn't magnet. Our final was putting on a play of Midsummer Night's Dream. Who did you play? You were Oberon? Shut up, I was Puck. That makes sense though, right? I'm the tallest Puck in history. Little did I know, our teacher had all the other English classes, so I look out and see my whole football team in the audience. Oh, that's fucking beautiful though. I've been a theater nerd since day one. Why avoid noise? Not avoid, it just wasn't available. It wasn't offered. My school was a liberal arts, like, I wouldn't even say it's a liberal arts school. They actually have a pretty predominant, like, science program there now. But the only, like, mythology class that was ever available was Greek mythology. And so that's just what I took and what I was exposed to. But Nordic mythology is fantastic. I just have had to do more of my own research on it. And it wasn't, like, thrust at me in an educational atmosphere. I also took a class on Islam and the Quran, which was fascinating. Not saying it's mythology, not saying one's one or one's the other, just saying, like, I like studying theologies. They're really cool. This is why Lizzie and I are friends. It's fascinating. It says so much about a culture and how it develops throughout history. Hi, Trekkie. How are you? Oh my God. I met a kitten and dog. Oh my God. Did you get a kitty or a puppy? Ghostbusters. That's fantastic. But no, I find Norse mythology is really, really cool. Just not near as much exposure naturally. Like, also, I went, like, my younger school years when I was a wee Todd kid, I was in Washington where we studied a lot of Native American culture and a lot of Native American mythology. And there's a lot of totems still standing to this day we would take field trips to. So that was just more of what I was exposed to. But I love learning about all of them. I think they're fascinating. Done Peel. It's so sad. Well, here's the thing. They're trying to hijack it. There is a very, very good website. It's Jewwitches, one word, .org.com. I can't remember what it is. Just Google Jewwitches. And it's a website that literally outlines all the symbolism that white supremacists are trying to steal and use to signify each other. But there's a huge standing against it via people living in Northern Europe themselves and just otherwise. People of Nordic descent and culture are putting their foot down and saying, you're not just going to take some symbol because you're making up some fake history about Vikings being all blonde hair, blue eyed, like white supremacists. Like, when none of that's true. You're just trying to impose a fake nonsense to spread your hate. There's been a really like, I've seen a very impressive, for lack of a better word, like just like saying fuck that. We're not gonna just let you commandeer it. You're a small subgroup. You're just loud and angry and dumb. There were several dogs that were adopted. Oh, that makes me so happy. Do you cry watching it? I love watching like I watch, like, Glut usually sends me on a TikTok track where I end up watching dogs get adopted. I don't know how. He sends me like a cute animal or a sassy woman, and suddenly I'm watching dogs get adopted. And it's like, it's always a dog that's like in its chain kennel, and the caption's like, this dog's about to get adopted and doesn't know it yet. And the dog has had its playtime with the person, you know, their bonding time or whatever, but it's been put away. So the dog is just sitting in the back, tail curled under its ass, staring in a corner, like literally won't even look at the grate. And they open it, and that person like is like, let's do this, and has a collar. Oh, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. Those videos give me hope for life. I cry every time. They're just so beautiful. Adopt if you can. It's just the most wonderful, like, rewarding. I just can't. It's right. My heart's beat. I'm trying to slow it down. Like, I get real emotional about that shit because it just like melts me inside. It's just, no, dogs don't deserve to be in sad places, you know? Yeah. You know, you guys know me and dogs. DMCA? Oh no, is there music? If it's like old ass fucking band music, I think it's common, like, it's not common law. What's the word? We can like listen to it now. Yeah. Is it 420? Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, Vile. Yes, Dread Pirate, as they lean on that too. What Dread Pirate said was the connection between white supremacists and Viking culture, I think, derives from the World War II and Hitler's fascination with the Aryan ideal as well. Yes. And his ideation, his idealization. That sounds like a whole lot of words, a whole lot of letters that don't even be in here. You know what I mean? His like glorification of the ideal race or whatever. They lean on that a lot. It's ideation. Thank you. Ideation is the word for it. Yeah. I know I was putting in extra fucking shit in there. My brain's just a little high. Cheers. But yeah, it's kind of gross. Public domain, thank you. But the orchestra's rendition might be under copyright, something like that. I mean, we can watch the video. Because I think the video really tells it all, right? Cheers to this poor innocent soul. Who's really passionate. Cheers. You're welcome. I fucking cooked the bowl for you, Dread. It's pretty decent weed, too. I like this strain. What is it called? It's called the Sweeties number 7. It's tasty, though. I like it. It's not too strong. It doesn't make me feel like I'm going to go to bed or anything like that, but I like it. Even though blonde hair and blue eyes are a recessive trait. Also, I think, like, correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard this off and on throughout different history podcasts I've listened to, and I probably will misquote it, but I'm pretty sure the original meaning of Aryan had nothing to do with blonde hair, blue-eyed anything. Like, he just decided that's what it was or something like that. Nope, fuck this shit, I'm out, right? She was probably about to insta-cry. My dogs have nailed my head so hard with their bowling ball of a skull. Actually, I think I have another hit left in that. It's smoking. They've nailed, like, just, you know, us playing on the carpet, they'll whip their head and their skull will just hit a spot of my head where I will instantly cry. I'll start laughing because it doesn't actually hurt that hard. It's something about that, like, gong, like that jostle of the brain that I'll just, like, Vissy and I were talking about this because her dogs do the same to her. Like, you just, like, can't control it. You just, like, please ignore me. It just happens. I don't know why. It's very bizarre. Cheers. Myron, that's more true than I think anyone will ever realize. It's just constant comedy when your brain is going a million miles an hour. Like, your body is a second. It's second. We'll figure that part out later. Lyle. Thank you for gifting a sub to Vissy. Vissy, you know what's up. Consensuality emotes and awesome no ad time. Thank you for hanging out today and being amazing. I'm going to find someone cool to host. My uterus is attacking me, but thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow we're going to finish BB-8. I'm really excited, but also sad because I don't have anything else to do. I got to save up and get another cool Lego thing. And if you guys have cool suggestions for ones that, like, you know are really fun, let me know. Because they're, seriously, like, there are so many. It's daunting. Like, you can filter by age and kind of difficulty, but other than that, like, I just want to, if I'm going to invest, like, $100 in a cool Lego set, like, I want it to be super fun. This one's been really fun. I like doing stuff like this. I brought a uterus to a knife fight, right? And Zach still won't let me buy a fucking ice pick. I know! Hosting is so weirdly being removed. However, like, hosting didn't used to be a button or, like, a command. The way hosting became a thing is we would say, all right, guys, we're all going to sneak over to this person's channel. And then at the same time, we're all going to type the same emote and share some love and follow them. And what I would do is I would flood my chat with that person's Twitch link, and then all of you would click on the link and go to their channel, and we would all do it that way. And then Twitch was like, hey, we'll make a button out of it. And then apparently it was confusing, so they deleted it. So we're just going old school. I'm not using the host command. We're doing old school link posting. Oh, they released a tall neck? Oh, seriously, that would be fucking sick. I really liked Horizon Zero Dawn. That was a really, really fun game. I am going to check him immediately after stream. Don't worry. I heard his TV, but it was super, super quiet, so I feel like he might be asleep. And I just don't want, like, you know, when you feel like shit, sleep is the #1 thing you want, and people waking you up is the worst ever. Especially if it's someone on a quick break on work being like, hey, you okay? Haha. How genuine. I'd rather go lay on the bed next to him and be like, you good? Can I make cookies? You okay? It's way more genuine, I think. I know he's alive and he's okay, but I absolutely swear to fuck, I will prove he's okay, and I will make sure he lets the world know, because I know everybody's concerned. But I also understand being in the shits and not sleeping well and all that too. You know. I will give him love. I will give him all the love, seriously. No, neither of us have been out, and I don't think he has any symptoms of being sick. It's just, I know he hasn't been sleeping. I know he hasn't been going to sleep very early, because I've been waking up and he's still awake. You know, if I just roll over in the morning at 4 a.m. or something before my alarm goes off, he's awake. And that's usually a sign that he's got a kind of an insomnia thing going on, which, I mean, we all go through the shits, right? But I will try to gently give him all the love I know you guys feel and the concern and all that. Exactly, and that's exactly what Anubis said. Like, the chronic sleep deprivation sucks a donkey dick, and it can lead to, like, depression. And, we were just talking about this yesterday. Like, my anxiety has been on its peak because I haven't been sleeping too well either. Like, it's all over the... It always leads to other shit. And that sucks. And the best I can be is supportive, but I try not to be naggy, and, like, I try not to be a nurse. Because in everyday life, that's not acceptable. I've learned. People don't like catheters coming out of your back pocket in their house. Or nebulizers or whatever. You know what I mean? Dude, that's me, Anubis. I have to be in a freezing cold room where I can't sleep. So if I get hot, like, that'll happen to me in the wintertime. Like, Lilith will squeeze up against me and squeeze me against Zach. So I'll be the middle child. And I'll wake up in the middle of the night just drenched in sweat. And I'll be like, not today. Yeah, same weather changes. And that's another thing. We went from having 96-degree weather to 52-degree weather in 24 hours. It just went, and that fucks with me too. So I sympathize hard. And when I don't feel good, I usually don't want to be poked and prodded at. And I don't know. It's like, it's a dance. But I will absolutely go lay on top of him and share all the love. And if he gets mad, I'm blaming it on you fuckers, yeah? I get really nasty nightmares. Oh my God, I get those too. Like the ones that like, they feel like the moment you go to sleep until the moment you're awake, you're just dreaming and exhausted and you're not sleeping at all. I get those sometimes. And it's usually a sign of like, I'm not sleeping well. Those are the worst. No fucking rest at all. I've been battling bad brain and insomnia. Skin slip. I think a lot of, not to cheapen your experience in any way, shape, or form, or not to disacknowledge it, but so many people have been coming and saying that, and I myself have been struggling pretty hard this week. Like, I wake up and I shower and my hands are just like pools of sweat for at least a couple hours, and my heart's racing, and I feel like I need to go run again, you know? Like, I don't know what it is, if it's the time of year or the moon phase or what the fuck, but I feel like a lot of people are just feeling like our skin's crawling these days, and I don't know why. But I hope you start to feel healing, and I hope everybody starts to feel healing, because that shit sucks. Oh my God, Sear Sky, do the exact same thing. Literally. I wish I wasn't relating so hard, but I literally do the exact same thing. I wake up full on, like, it's like the moment my eyes open, my heart's like sweat drenched, and I'm having a panic attack for no reason. For 4 a.m., I just sit up and I'm like, okay, guess we're gonna do that today. Sick. It's the worst. I'm so sorry you have to experience that. It's the worst. Mostly dreams, and I remember all of them. That's gotta be exhausting. I get sleep paralysis if I fall asleep with my hands behind my head. Ugh. Or if I have cheese before bed. What? Just cheese? Why just cheese? No. Seriously, skin slip. Like, there's something in the air. It's creepy. Like, I was talking about it yesterday. I don't know if you're lurking yesterday. At the beginning of the stream, I was telling chat, like, lately it feels like I can feel my hair growing. Like, I'll be just standing outside with the dogs, and I swear to fuck, I can feel, like, electricity crawling up and down my legs, and I feel my hair growing out my skull, and I'm just like... It's the creepiest feeling, and I sympathize hard. It's like you can't sit still, but also getting up and moving is maybe too much. It's just like... Why? It's the chemtrails. Let's blame it on the chemtrails. Fighting Polygon, don't think about it. Don't do that. I accidentally drank a bottle of invisible ink last night. I'm in the hospital now waiting to be seen.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
You know who you are. Can't believe you've done this. It took a while of experimenting and pants shitting terror before I figured out what was the cause. Is that pretty common to have like a food cause or something for sleep paralysis? Because that's horrible. Oh. Hate that. Your healing trauma and your sensory extravagances are activating. You sound like my therapist. No, I honestly, like, I think about that a lot. There's a new show, actually, that came out on Netflix. I didn't want to talk about it because the main girl looks just like me, and it's such a trope, and I'm... Whatever. I can't... It's called, like, The Accidentals or The Imperfects or something like that. But they're, like, you know, kids that get superhero powers kind of from, like, weird child experimentation. But they kind of manifest in the ways that psychological neurodivergences do. And I think about that sometimes. Like, when will bipolar be a superpower? I'm ready. I'd like it now. Someday. Very, very similar, Vissy. Very, very, very similar. Similar, but not the same, but very similar, yes. It's pretty cute. I've only watched a couple episodes of it. I liked it so far. But the main girl is like a sassy metal rocker chick with like blue and black hair who like has an attitude and can hear everything and anxiety and... No spoiler. Stop spying on my lifestyle, Netflix. I'm over it. Split's good. I like Split. I mean, it's a fantastic movie. Scary as fuck, but really good. I like all of those, honestly. What's that guy's name? His IRL name? The British one. What is his name? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my dick. Every time I almost say it, my body wants to say Ewan McGregor. It is not Ewan McGregor. James McAvoy, Sin to the rescue. Thank you, Synesthesia. James McAvoy does, in my opinion, again, I'm not an expert, but he does such a fucking good job. Wow. That guy. I love James McAvoy. I'm just really bad at remembering names. Is it James McAvoy? Yeah, it is, right? Yes. Yeah, it is. He does such a fucking good job. He blows me away. Every time I see, like, you know, it'll just come on TV when you're at someone's house and a clip of him as any of the characters he plays goes by. You're just like, how? The way he, like, holds his shoulders differently to present, like, a differently eyed man. It's just like, just watch it. If you haven't seen, what is the whole series? It's Glass, Split. Was Split the most recent one? No, there was another one. Right? I can't remember. God, it's been a long time since I actually just, like, sat down and watched those movies as a whole. Unbreakable. Was that the first one? Unbreakable, and then Split, and then Glass. I don't remember the order of them anymore. It's Bruce Willis, and I love him, you know. Is Unbreakable the first one? I think it's the first one that came out, but I don't know if it's, like, chronologically the first one. It's just been so long. Did I get it right? Oh, dude. I gotta rewatch them now, though. They're good movies. And Bruce Willis is, like, Brucey. He's our Brucey in it. He's just great. I'm very sad he can't act anymore. My heart's broken about that. But I hope he finds peace in his life, honestly. Like, what a horrible thing to suffer with that kind of career, you know what I mean? I want to watch the other two, but can't find them. I wonder if they're not available. I'll look. If I find them, Missy, I'll let you know. I'll hit you up. Because I don't know. I mean, we might have them, like, you know, downloaded via other means. But I'll look for them. Because they're great movies. Usually I just, like, I always offhandedly see them on, like, Prime or something. So I think in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, they're always available. Like, you know that movie that's always on TNT every day when you come home from school, and then the one day you want to watch it, it's not on? That's how my brain feels. If anybody's that old. I know Vissy is. It's fine. There really are documented cases where split personalities have different physiologies, if that's a word. Yes. I've read about them, but not recently. I've listened to a lot of podcasts about them. But it's not, the physiologies don't go so extreme as to like physiologically change their eye color or something like that. But the extreme difference in the way that they hold their bodies makes them appear either diminutive, small, and narrow, or broad and huge and jacked. I think they exaggerate a little bit. I think in the film they probably like used some CGI or something. I have no idea. Don't quote me. I'm assuming. But yeah, I have read cases of that, or like where one alter will know another language that, you know, a different alter won't know, things like that. All three are on Prime. Oh, pardon fuck. Hell yeah. Vile to the rescue. Fuck yes. Oh, but not for free? None of them are for free? Like, none of them? Because that's kind of wild. I wonder why. Usually they're available. Look at all that white. I can't stand that. That's upsetting. I felt bad hearing he did the last few movies just to set his family up for future mummy. Katie can read. Money after he's gone, meaning he wanted to retire a few years ago. I didn't read that. That is heartbreaking. But as little as I know about him, but I've been like a lifelong fan of Brucey, like that sounds like him. That's heartbreaking, but what a fucking stand-up dude. Heartbreaking though. just, I mean, it's terrible. It's like, it's a painter going blind. It's a musical artist going deaf. Like, I just can't even imagine what that psychologically does to you, and it breaks my heart for him. I love sparkling water as long as it doesn't taste like Bear Claw or whatever that fucking shit is. Oh, I've been thinking about trying that one. Does it have decent flavor, or does it taste like you're drinking cleaner for your sink? See, Vissy, and that's the thing. You got to find a good sparkling water, and there's very, very few out there. Some are like a flat dick, and some have like the perfect amount of flavor and are really tasty, but without sugar and stuff. They're just hard to find. I saw Morbius is on Netflix. I wouldn't. That's the most extreme case? Damn. Is it? Almost no sugar. What kind of sugar is it? Is it like sugar, or is it like, just curious? There's a million fake sugars out there, but I think one of them's terrible for you.
Hail Satan, Meadsies, how are you?
2 net gram carbs, 1 gram sugar, 5 calories per can. Okay, so it's like negligible. If you're counting calories at that point, you have an ED. Like, talk to someone, please. Most sparkling water here is without flavor. Well, they call them different things here. Like, it's technically soda, kind of, but like kind of not soda. I don't know. It's confusing. But like, if you go to restaurants in the US, very rarely will you be offered still or sparkling. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're paying a lot per plate, sparkling's usually not offered, and they charge you. Versus still, you won't get charged for. You know what I mean? In most places I've ever lived. And that being said, I don't live fancy, so it all tastes like TV static to me. Do you not like carbonation at all, Viata? I love carbonation when it's super hot out. Like a good carbonated something. It just is refreshing. It's like crisper. I don't know. I like the bite. But I get it. Some people hate it. Just bubbles in water. Would you like some bubbles? If someone says bubbly, they're offering you alcohol. Like, say no, you're not old enough, sales. Run away. Run away. Run away from the pain. All right, my dudes. It's near the end of my stream and my cramps are killing me. So I'm going to take off and go take a hot bath and try to, like, ignore my uterus trying to murder me. But tomorrow we finish BB-8. Oh, God. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm just, like, excited, sad to finish it. Because I don't have another one, but I'm going to get one. If you guys have cool suggestions, again, let me know. I've already got the Horizon New Dawn, the long neck dude on my scopes. I've heard things. Let us cheers, and then I have a channel I'm going to host. But I know you're going to go, well, not host, but I know you're going to go where you want to go, because that's Twitch. And host is going away anyways. Wait, is there a space shuttle going off? Wait, what? Oh, wait, the set. I thought you meant that was a channel, like one was going off. I'm like, how did I not know about this? The set is really cool. Wait, I want to write that down so I don't forget. ISS space shuttle? Hell yeah. I'm a slut for space stuff. Lilac Sky, thank you for hanging out today. Thank you all for hanging out today with me. I'm glad my leave lasted this long. Bodies are the worst. I'm going to go lay on top of Zach and make sure he's doing okay, emotionally, physically, and otherwise. But cheers to you. I have a chance. Like, obviously, hosting is going away, so I'm not even going to try. But I have a suggestion. If you would like something just to, heal all the parts of your soul, here's a fun channel. Just a suggestion. I know you're going to go where you want to go, but maybe give it a follow. Yeah, it's just a channel that's looking at kittens. No one's mad about kittens that aren't yours. I saw the puppies. They were so fucking cute. I died. Yep, it's just a bundle of kittens asleep that meow every once in a while. So I'm going to go watch that and hope for some more drugs to kick in. See you guys tomorrow morning on time, finishing BB-8. Be good and wash your hands. I love you. Bye.